something, but you sure we got the clue. How that this we go, don't you know? No more art. And as I look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for right. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game planned out. Do a deed, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step and you're dead. Why just a little second ago, clear blue sky, but now lightning like your last result. It's not an accident that no one hears you cry at your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for right. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always the best of mine. You're spending, but the net you didn't catch it in time.
All right, what is up, everyone? OJ over here from Player Essence. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Player Essence Cross Nintendo. Today we've got episode 162. I forget how long I've been doing this at times. It seems like, wait, I'm only at 162, but then I realized that there was a long period of time where I had special Player Essence Cross Nintendo. Player Essence Cross Nintendo Supreme. Player Essence Cross Nintendo this. So there's been way more than 162 episodes. There's been probably more like 400 episodes. So I don't know exactly where I am, but either way, shout out to everybody here. Thank you for joining me on your weekend. Well, the start of the weekend, right? Friday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Persona music. Very good music. Very, very good music. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff today. It's going to be random Q&A. It's going to be random topics. It's going to be whatever you guys want to talk about, but we're going to get into some of you guys. Make sure you include the talk about Persona 5. I'll break down that. I'll also break down some information that I heard straight from the news source of Persona 5. And then we'll also talk about Pokemon as well, because Pokemon's been a hot topic. If you were on the Player Essence podcast last night, oh my gosh, that was probably one of the best episodes. Baron brought it with his opinions. Jordan Fringe, who's a longtime Pokemon fan, was there. Mandy was being Mandy and not talking at all. Tether Gaming was bringing bringing some of the witty comments. VC was going crazy in the comment section. It was a great episode. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out after this podcast here. A lot of fun. So yeah, let me go and give my shout outs to everybody here. We are working, like I said, on new things, guys. The new merch, the channel, a little bit of a light overhaul. We still going through that. We are going to have a new layout. We are going to have new logos. We're going to have a new art, all that, but I'm still working on it. Just got to get back to people. This is what happens sometimes when you're working with people who aren't like full time in the actual stuff to make it. Like they have to do it when they have time. So don't worry, guys. I know I talked about that a little bit ago. I know we're already into March, but like I said, I think I did say that. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have that done maybe around the mid this year. I said I gave myself a little bit of a deadline about maybe June E3. That might be something to kind of launch into with all the new stuff. So yeah, we're looking probably like around ETA of E3 or so. So look out for that. Let's see, VC is a hater. Yeah, he was acting very haterish last night, but I think he was trolling for the most part. He's gonna buy Pokemon. He's gonna buy the game, just like I think a lot of people are gonna buy the game. So yeah, let's go and let's get into the comments here, or not the comments, but the shout outs. So if you guys want me to say hi to you, feel free to type a comment. I might address your comment if you want me to. You can tag me at Player Essence or hashtag Player Essence. And whatever you guys want to talk about first, please let me know. This was all the best news for the week. So if you have any other Nintendo news that you want to talk about, feel free. Feel free to open it up. I think Player Essence Cross Nintendo is fun because we can all kind of come together as fans and talk about things. So it's interesting. It's an interesting show because it's taken so many different. It used to not be live. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Player Essence Cross Nintendo used to be a long form podcast? Back in the day, I used to record it, and it took forever. Oh my God, because I was working with HD, right? I was working with HD even back then in 2013 or whatever, but it used to be a long recorded podcast. So it would be like sometimes 30 to 40 minutes long, 20, 25 minutes, where I'd go over the best topics. And I swear to God, it took so long to get that on you. And like, I would edit things. I'd be like, this is the worst, but it was my best watched show or something. Oh, yo, shout outs to Fury Tiger with the Toby Buster. Let's go, Fury Tiger. The Viking Nation showing up, showing the support when your boy gets to stream at a decent time for them. Yo, shout outs to Fury Tiger. Huge Toby Blaster with the $20. Put your dollars in your Viking pockets. Fury Tiger. Yo, what's good? What's up, Wind Up Penguin? Let's see what Fairy Tiger has to say here. Captain of the Viking Nation, showing that love. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to stream at a better time. But Fairy Tiger does say, let me see if my Streamlabs is fixed here, because I had some issues with my Streamlabs, guys. Okay, looks like we're good here. Fairy Tiger with that $20 and says, so on Sunday, Nintendo Switch is 2 years old, and these 2 years are the best gaming years I've had for a very long time. I'm not going to be here on Sunday, so play Counterattack to celebrate the Switch's to celebrate the Switch's first 2 amazing years for the Switch. Yes, absolutely. This is also a very special time for me. I get emotional around this time because it was 2017. It was pretty much, this was the weekend where I became pretty much almost a full-time YouTuber, right? Even though I wasn't making any money, or wasn't making that much money, I got fired from my job. This was the weekend where I was like, okay, I remember I was driving back from Thousand Oaks. This was the, the weekend, the 3rd, right? I was driving back from Thousand Oaks, but the 3rd was a Friday. So it would have been today, but you know what I'm saying? The years, the days change and all that. And I was driving back after a long week of driving back and forth between, where I'm at and Los Angeles, Central Valley and Los Angeles. And I remember driving all the way from Thousand Oaks, to Best Buy to pick up the Switch. I remember going in that was actually that next Friday was supposed to be my raise. I was supposed to be a full-time employee of the firm that I was working at. I was supposed to, or not a salaried employee. I was gonna get a huge pay raise, like a 50% pay, or no, 100% pay raise, 100% pay raise. No more clocking in and out, all this stuff. So I was excited, and then I got fired that Monday. So it's always interesting. Because like that was the decision point where I was like, I'm done. I poured my heart and soul into a company, and this is what happens to me. I'll never do that again. I said I'll never do that in the short term again. I might do it later, later down the road, but it'll be on my own terms. You know what I'm saying? And the position that I want to do within video gaming. So yeah, man, I always remember around this time, dude. I always remember around this time. So shout outs to Fury Tiger. Let me go ahead and get your music going. You said counterattack, right? Counterattack. Xenoblade. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Thank you for the $20 donation, man. I appreciate it. And I'll get the shout outs, guys. Don't worry. Got caught off guard. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, we're still streaming tonight, guys. We're still streaming tonight, so don't worry, no fan. Shout outs. Hopefully you're enjoying your vacation and all that. Yo! Shout outs to Christian Kunani with the Odama Rasengan! A unique jutsu that we don't see very often. Naruto swooping in with the Odama Rasengan, perfecting the fourth Hokage's technique, his dad, perfecting his technique, and even enlarging the Rasengan to the size that it is. Shout outs to Christian. And he says, I second what Fairy Tiger said, but play Ancient Vessel instead. Oh, and I can't wait for tomorrow's stream. Love the village. I'm glad to be part of it. Yeah, Christian, that's interesting because if you want, we can do the Zelda stream tonight because the flight that one of my family members was on got canceled, and she's going to be here tomorrow. So Christian, let me know via DMs or in the chat if you want to do the Zelda stream tonight. We can do the Zelda stream tonight. I'm free now at this point, and like tomorrow night it would be a little bit tougher. So if you want to do it tonight, let me know, and we can play Zelda tonight, dude. All right, so let's play some Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and we'll be good. All right. Shout outs to the Toby Blasters, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Really do appreciate the support today. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I will definitely play some Ancient Vessel. Let's go. Let's see. Places love the last few streams. Hilarious. Yeah, the streams have been good. The streams have been really good. We still get some people who don't understand the streams and they think that I'm being angry towards them or that I'm being mad at. It's really not it. Like me and Baron were going back and forth. Me and Baron are homies. I've known Baron for freaking years. Yo, Fairy Tiger! Bodying the chat with the Madara! My man Fairy Tiger says, I will not be upstaged. He says, Fairy Tiger with the $30 donation. It says, and you play One Wing Angel after Christian song. Smiley face. Thank you so much. Shout outs to the elite ninjas here, the Hokage's right-hand men, Christian and Fairy Tiger, showing the support for the village. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Can you guys hear the music? Let's see here. Can you guys hear the music? Let me know if the music's okay. He said the PE podcast was so lit last night. Yeah, Hayden exactly says it right. These guys just don't get the band. They don't get it. It's topics that we're all passionate about, that we all love. At the end of the day, do I care that somebody else doesn't like the graphics of Pokemon? No, it's their opinion. I don't care. We're talking about these things because it's social media. It's like social. That's what you do. Like, you make it interesting. If Baron was sit there and saying, oh, the graphics aren't good. Oh, I don't think there's any graphs. That's not entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, when we talked afterwards and he was just like, oh yeah, the graphics could be brushed up. Like, we talked afterwards and he was just like, oh yeah, you know, Baron gets it because he's a freaking wrestler. Baron gets it. Baron gets it. So does Jordan. Jordan was like, oh yeah, they can do something. We were all just like, oh yeah, because we're all content creators. We know what it is. We know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we can simply just be like, oh yeah, they can just do that. That's not fun for you guys. That's boring as hell. Nobody wants to watch that. Let's see. Quorum says, players, can you get into the Twitter discussion with Obi about Nintendo and Xbox? I got into a little bit, but man, Obi, he wants to talk. Much love to Obi. Let him talk about his Xbox. It's his opinion. There's no need to really go back and forth about his opinion. But I mean, he's really into graphics. I mean, that's what Obi likes. Obi likes resolution. He likes graphics, even if the game isn't very good. I mean, I was watching him play Anthem. Not a very good game. You can tell that the game isn't very good, and it's repetitive, and it's long loading times, and it's kind of trash at this point. But he's playing it and having fun. So I mean, that's just the type of gamer he is. He likes the graphics. He likes the 4K and all that stuff, and that's what creates a good experience for him. You know, for other people, it's not the same thing. So there's no point in arguing graphics. That's his opinion. That's what he likes. You know. So yeah. Let's see, and shout outs to him. I watch his streams all the time. Because he plays a lot of games that I'm not gonna play. Or at least I'm not gonna play now. I'm like, he buys those games $60 day one. I'm like, why am I gonna do that? You know. But shout outs to Wind Up Penguin. Shout outs to Jamie X Anime. What's good? Robert Bear. What's good, man? Good to see you here. Obadale. What's good? Shout outs to Elite Ninja Robert. Viking Nation. Let's go. Let's see here. Yes, Baron is hilarious. What's up, Jumpmar? What's up, Hunter N64? What up, Boss Chop? Round 3. Let's see, Hayden. What's up, Hayden? How you doing today, my man? Dave Gaming, what's good? Anthem's not very good. It's not very good. It's the mechanics are solid, but it's not a very good game. Considering the money and the time and the structure of the game is not very good. It's not very good. Yo, Robert! Unlocking the Renengan! My man Robert taking the soul of the chat with the $50 donation, and then Christian, oh my god, bro! I'm getting blasted to smithereens right now! You guys need to calm down! Jesus Christ! Oh my goodness! My Streamlabs can't even keep up with the notifications. Robert with the 50. Right after Robert says, "Well, it's Friday night in Sweden, so let's sending some love to OJ." Yo, shout to bro. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. Fury Tiger swooping in with the y'all are nuts. Yo, the love today. Man, y'all doing this? Are you guys doing this because of the whole anniversary of me getting my ass fired from my job? Is that what it is? Because of the Switch anniversary? Is that why you guys are feeling overly generous today? Because y'all in a good mood, the Switch anniversary stuff? Pokemon just got announced. Man, you're like, man, I'm really happy OJ got fired. He can do this all the time, because otherwise I'd be at work. Hello, hey, how's it going, Mr. Tech Man? Can I give you a call? I want to talk to you a little bit. I have a great position. Hello? Okay. Hello, hi, Mrs. Tech Lady. I have a great position. It's in San Francisco. I think you're really gonna like it. You know, okay, yeah, everything's. What's the pay? Well, yeah, about the pay. You know, you are making a little bit more here, but. Hello? Francis, how are you doing on those jobs today? I'm getting hanged up on a lot today. You know, shoutouts, let's go. Shoutouts to Fury Tech with another $20 donation. Aron with the $35 donation. Also, Christian Kunani with a $10 donation. All that all that was at the same time. That was all in 2 minutes ago. All of that blasted. So Robert with the 50. Christian Kunani with the 10 and says, I'm not trying to outstage you Fury Tiger. Not yet anyway. Play Amalthus theme after Fury Tiger's song. Love the village. Oh, and yes, we can have the stream tonight instead. Same time. All right, cool. Sounds good. Oh, no, I was just joking with the whole upstage thing, guys. I was just joking with that. I was just joking with that. But shout outs to the love. You guys are all, you guys know you guys are all amazing. Whether you donate $1, donate nothing, you guys are just here chilling. You guys are all amazing. And that's why I answer all of you guys' questions and I look through and I say hi to everybody here in the chat. So let's see here. So Robert's, with the fifth, oh God. Oh my, bro! Said Viking Nation is a good company. We won. Fired you. Shout outs to Robert Body in the chat with another 3-0. Thank you so much, Robert. Robert with the 50. That was the top. That was the top. So Robert with the 50, but he also did 82. Shout outs to the Viking Nation, man. Much love to the Viking Nation. So let's go ahead and play Ancient Vessel. That's the next song. And then we got a bunch of other songs to play too. So we'll be playing music for a while. Ancient Vessel's really good though, man. That is really good. Would you guys like me to stream Xenoblade? Does anybody want me to stream Xenoblade again? How about, would you guys like another Xenoblade stream? I can do Xenoblade. I can do Xenoblade too, if you guys want. Christian, if you like Xenoblade, I can do Xenoblade. I can do Xenoblade and I can do Zelda. Shout outs to the new subscription. I cannot say your name. So shout outs, man. Is it Hudifia the Master? Shout outs. I probably messed that up. What's good? Welcome to the village, homie. Zelda Breath of the Wild streams are lit. Yeah, they're lit. Let's see here. Player says, any advice on getting fired? What do you mean by any advice on getting fired? Like, what do you mean? Can you explain a little bit more? Let's see here. Fairy Tiger also said, let's go with this donation. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, the last 2 years have been great, but this year will be the best. Play Tantile Day Theme. Okay, we'll play that for you, Aaron. Thank you for the $35 Streamlabs donation. I appreciate that, Aaron. I really, really do. Let's see here. You said that's as high as I'm going to go. Oh, man. Bro, I appreciate anything, even your dollar donations, your $1.99 or whatever. Dude, I appreciate everything, Aaron. I appreciate your sponsorship too. I appreciate you being here, homie. You don't have to do anything for me. No, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like YouTube and all that, you don't have to do anything. So I appreciate anything, bro. I appreciate you even being here. Let's see here. So you just explain to me more about the fire device, guys. But like I said, this is random Q&A, random stuff, so you guys can talk about whatever you want. I'm opening up. We can talk about Persona though. The rumors about Persona, guys. Did you guys hear the rumors? I had a video this morning. So apparently Persona 5 is coming to the Nintendo Switch. With the Persona 5S is coming to the Switch and the PlayStation 4. But then there's also rumors that it might be the vanilla version of Persona 5, not with the extra content. So I don't know about all that. Then why is it called Persona 5S? And why would it be coming to the PS4 and also the Switch? Doesn't make sense. So based on the rumors that I'm hearing, and I actually talked to the guy, the Jared Oya guy. I talked to him a little bit, and he's pretty confident. He says he's pretty confident. I checked with a couple other sources I have. They say, seems accurate. Well, they didn't say it so nonchalantly, but they say it seems accurate. It seems accurate that Persona could be coming to the Switch by the end of the year. So we'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of smoke. I mean, there's a lot of smoke with this whole Persona thing. So let's see. A joke on how you got fired and everyone starts donating. Oh. Oh my gosh, yeah, man. Well, I got fired 2 years ago, guys. I didn't get fired like this week. For those who are wondering, it's like, no, I'm not saying give me something because I got fired. I've been doing this for 2 years full time. When I got fired, guys, back in it was that Monday following Legend of Zelda and the Switch launch, right? When I got fired, you know what? I was so upset walking out of there. But then I was like, man, like, am I gonna sit here and be upset, or am I gonna go back home and play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? And that's what I did. I went home and played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild literally all day. Like, cause I got fired really early in the morning. I got fired like earlier than what most people get fired at. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I got fired like, you know, they walked me into the room and it's like during the day. It was like I got fired before. I got fired. Usually what happens is that when you get fired, they usually show up. There's a manager there and then there's somebody else there. They'll bring two people there, right? And usually they'll be there before you get there. You know, I'm always so early to work, you know, because I want to get a start on the day, that I actually showed up before the people who were firing me. Which is not something that happens most of the time. It was so funny. I was in there, I was getting like a protein bar, and I was getting ready, and I got some like water, and I was walking back. And then my manager walked in, and she was there hella early. Like, she was there way early, because she usually gets there by like 8. You know what I'm saying? Like around 8, and I get there by 7, and she got there by like 7:10. I was like, man, she's here early, and she's like, oh, I gotta speak with you. I was like, okay. so yeah. Let's see here. On says, let's see. Gunslinger says, let's see here. Wait, we aren't supposed to be here. More info on Persona 5R this month. More info on Persona 5R. Yeah, more info on Persona 5R apparently this month. Yeah, apparently this month, more info on that. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's see, where were you working? I'm not gonna divulge that information. Matthew Jenkins says, player says, if Persona 5 is already coming, then why did Atlus send out a survey asking if we wanted it on Switch? Because they do silly, because Atlus is a very silly and stupid company. So that's why they're going to do that. But they also sent out surveys on why if they'd like Persona 6 on the Switch as well. It's just a general survey. Just a general survey. Let's see here. Hopefully the rumor about Switch Vanilla and PS4 is true. Content isn't too big. I would buy Persona 5 on the Switch even if it was the vanilla version and whatever extra content they don't put in there. I would still buy it on the Switch. Just because, like, because I want the game on the Switch. Because I want the game on the Switch and the game has a ton of content, so I'd still buy it. But I can understand why some other people wouldn't buy it. If you don't want to buy it, or if you want to wait, or whatever, or buy the PS4 version, that's fine too. It's all up to you. Yo, what's up, DJ King Gaming? All right, let's go ahead and let's get this next track going with the music. Let's see who's up next. The next one was One Winged Angel. One Winged Angel. One Winged Angel. All right. Let me know how the music sounds, guys. Let me know how the music sounds. Let's see here. Guys, keep the questions coming. Let me continue on with the shoutouts. Blue Bolt, Elite Ninja Blue Bolt is here. Sia is here. Gunslinger, what's good? Halifax, yo, shoutouts to Elite Ninja Halifax is here. Where you been, homie? It's been a while. Thank you for keeping your sponsorship, man. Nico, what's good? Super Dingus. You said you almost bought PS4 for P5, but the lack of portability put me off. We'll definitely buy it on Switch. Yeah, the lack of portability. It's a real thing with Persona 5. Let's just be. I'm just gonna be honest, guys. Sometimes, like when the portability isn't an issue, you know, I'll say it. But with Persona 5, it's an issue not having the game portable. It's an issue. It's an issue. I even got people telling me that they did the same thing as I did. They literally lied down on their floor and played Persona with blankets on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to just relax and play this boring game. And what I mean by boring, I mean absolutely amazing. Okay? So yeah. Let's see here. Players, so what's the difference between Persona 5R and Persona 5S? We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know which one's even. We know Persona 5R is a thing, but we don't. Persona 5S is still a rumor, so we don't know what the differences would be. We have to wait for this weirdo company Atlus to tell us. Distinguished Degenerate says, hey, what's your thoughts on Persona 5 rumor about the potential female protagonist option? Yeah, you know what? I saw a little bit about that. That'd be cool. For those who don't know, I like to play as female protagonists in games, and I think that that's good. You know, when it comes to, like, you know, having different types, not just the normal type of protagonist we get, anime boy or scruffy stubble white guy. So I mean, it's cool when we get different types of protagonists in games and stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. Do I like pancakes? I like waffles more, but pancakes are cool. Let's see here. Since this is a random Q&A, do you think it still makes sense to drop Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Apocalypse to the Switch to hold us over till 5? The game is so good. I don't. It only makes sense if they're making it. I don't know if they're making. That's the thing. I don't know if they're making it to hold us over. I don't think they're making all that. I mean, how many Atlus remakes have we? HD remakes have we gotten on any systems? Barely any. So I actually none. What have we played? Like, is there any Shin Megami Tensei remakes or the old games that were on P? Are there any HD remakes of anything? What did PlayStation owners get? Like, what did Persona 5 fans get? To hold them over, you know, from Persona 4 to Persona 5 when it comes to like HD games, they literally got nothing. So they literally got no HD remakes for Persona. They literally got damn near nothing. So I don't expect us to get a bunch of remakes and stuff, like HD remakes in between Shin Megami Tensei. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen if we haven't heard about it at this point. But it would have been nice. It would have been nice. But like I said, it's Atlus, so you can't expect that from them. Let's see here. Anarcadia says, what's up, man? Very random question, but I'm desperate. I'm 5'10" and weigh approximately 190 pounds. It's nearly impossible to eat healthy where I live. Any suggestions? Again, I'm sorry. Well, you're not really. I mean, I can see you're probably you're a little bit thicker, you know, because 5'10", 190, a little bit bigger guy. But yeah, I think that's just a mental thing. It's not impossible to eat healthy. It's your mind is telling you that because all the temptation around you. I'm thinking you live in America, so it's all the fast food and all the other stuff around. So no, that's not the case. You need to get your butt to the grocery store. You need to start buying your own fruits and vegetables. You need to start buying your own food. That's the only way to do it. It's your mindset. Get your butt to the store. Start buying your own fruits and vegetables and cooking your own meals. That's really what you got to get down to. It is possible to eat healthy. It is possible to eat healthy, but you got to do it yourself. You got to have the mindset to do it. Let's see here. Strange Journey Redux is the only remaster I remember. Well, yeah, I mean, they did 3DS stuff, but I meant like HD. Like, what did they do in HD to hold us over? Like, for like systems, right? They've done nothing. They've done cheaper stuff, right? You know, so they're not really spending their money on HD remakes, you know, to hold us over for anything. They're just like, oh, when you get it, you get it. When you get this next game, you get this next game. So I have no confidence in Atlus when it comes to them doing stuff to hold us over. You know, I have no confidence in them because they did nothing in terms of HD. They did nothing to hold us over. Like, look at how much of a gap there was between Persona 4 and Persona 5. And was there remakes and was there anything like in HD? Nothing. There was literally nothing. And that Persona 4 came out in 2008, and then Golden came out in 2012, and then Persona 5 came out in 2016 in Japan. Or no, 2016 in Japan, the end of 2016, and then we got the game in April 2017 after multiple delays. This is Atlus, guys. This is Atlus. I mean, I would love to give you hope, Bud Senior. Like, oh yeah, you know, they're gonna do, but I'm going off of past history. Like, this company doesn't give a damn about holding us over. Let's see here. Halifax says, I'm doing so much better. Past months I've been horrible, but life is really good for me now. Thank you. That's awesome, man. I'm really happy to hear. I'm really thankful that your life is doing a lot better, man. I am. I'm really thankful. Really thankful for that. Really thankful. Let's see here. Yo, shout out to Christian Kunani with the almost. That surprised me. Toby Blaster! And he says, how are you, OJ? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I could be doing better, but I'm doing okay enough. I mean, you guys provide me with so much hope and so much happiness. The fact that I can get online here and stream at any time of the day, and we can get hundreds of viewers. You guys are very supportive. So how can I not be happy with that? Like I said, there are some people messing with me, but hopefully that will be finished and settled and solved after next week. I'm just ready to move on. And like I said, I got big plans for my own life. I got big plans for you guys and the channel. I got big plans, man. But I need to get past this one part, which, like I said, hopefully will be settled and solved and finished. I'm hoping next week. So we'll have to wait and see. But overall, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate the support, my man. Also, shout outs to Halifax with the $5 donation. He says, been a while. Want to show some love. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Halifax, good to see you here, man. I mean, good to see you here. And I'm glad that, like I said, I'm really happy that your life is doing so much better now, man. I'm really happy. I mean, I was in a pretty bad place last year. You guys know that, right? I mean, even though we were streaming and everything, like, I was in a pretty bad place last year. I was really overweight. My hair was falling out. My hair was literally falling out by the day. Go back, you guys. The funniest thing, go back and watch my my birthday stream, or go back and watch any of the videos at the very beginning of the year. Did you guys see how much weight how big I was and how my hair was? Like, I was like balding like by the day. Look at the videos from the end of 2017, then look at the videos at the beginning of 2018, and like literally like my hair was falling out each day. You can see I got more and more bald in the front and in the back. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. Yeah, I'm streaming Breath of the Wild tonight. Yeah, I'm streaming Breath of the Wild tonight, guys. I'm streaming it tonight. My family member that was coming in from out of country, she's going to be coming in tomorrow, not tonight. I thought she was going to be coming in tonight, but her flight got delayed, so she's coming in tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be able to stream tonight. So yeah. All right, so let's keep it on with the music here. Let's see here. Amalthus theme. I think it's the Amalthus theme, right? Yes, I'm out this. All right. Yes, doing much better. Doing much better, guys. Nintendo must be cracking down. Nintendo cracking down on what? Dude, the other day I got red flagged and an email from Nintendo because I downloaded a ROM. I haven't done it in a long time, but back in the day I never got flagged. What do you mean you got red flagged and an email from Nintendo because you downloaded a ROM? On where? On your PC? Really? Let's see. Kyle Hiller says, you got this. I got this, man. I got it. Like I said, next week, I'm heading into it. I've submitted everything that I need to submit. Just ready to go in. Whatever happens, happens. You know, I can't control how people feel about certain things. All I can do is control what the facts are. Just go in, hope for the best. Whatever happens, happens. I'm moving on. I'm moving on with my life. I'm moving on. Let's see here. Arash says, OJ, what's better, doing weights or cardio to lose weight? People tell me different things about it. I think it's a mix. I think doing cardio is good and also doing weights is good, but the biggest way to lose weight is your diet. Your diet, and then addition to exercise. But your diet will be the biggest way to lose weight. So make sure that you're eating the right foods to lose weight, but also make sure that you're getting your exercise in too. I think cardio is very good. I do cardio. That's how I lost my weight. So cardio for me was more of a deal of me losing my weight than weights. So, but a good mixture of all three, dieting, cardio, and weights is the way to go. What's up, Aiden Quinn? How you doing today, my man? Let's see here. Let's see. Yo, I just noticed I'm coming up. Yep, you're almost a year. Almost a year, Bud Senior. Almost a year. And when that year happens, you get a brand new, sexy icon. Pikmin this year? I don't know if Pikmin's coming this year. We'll have to just wait and see. James Clarkson says, just had a stressful midterm week, so I'm about to watch the stream so I can get my mind off things. Well, it's over, right? So there's no need. So yeah, there's no need to just relax, man. Hopefully, did you study? If you study, then you have nothing to worry about, my man. If you study, James, you should be good. If you didn't study, then yeah, it's a little, got the steam coming out, the sweat on the back. Yeah, we've all been there before. Gintoki Cruz says, what topics have you discussed already? I've discussed lots of things, from getting fired, how you get fired, to Persona 5, to lots of stuff. It's a random Q&A. We're discussing all sorts of stuff. So feel free to shoot a question. I'll answer almost not everything, but feel free to shoot a question, and I'll be more than happy to talk about stuff. But this week's news was Persona 5, the new rumor about that. This week was also Pokemon news. People, yay, it looks great. Oh, it looks horrible. Oh, if you think it looks great, you're a shill. You're a fanboy. You're damage controlling. Oh, blah 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 blah, 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 all sorts of stuff. So let's just talk about everything. Let's see here. Let's see here. That's hard to believe about the ROMs. That is hard to believe. Well, hey guys, make sure you tag me at Player Essence so I can see your comment. We got like, how many people do we have in here, guys? Oh, one more thing, guys. Hit that like button if you guys haven't hit that like button already, and make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. We went over 7,000 Twitter followers recently, so that's really good. Let's see if we can get to 8,000 a lot faster than we got to 7,000. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. I just linked it in the chat. And like I said, make sure you hit that like button as well. Hit that like button, ninja. Yo, shout outs to Robert bodying the chat with the 30. Robert is on a tear. The Viking Nation co-captain is on a tear, showing the support, showing the love for the village. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Robert, with the $30 donation. Madara swooping through once again and says, I've been eating pineapple pizza all my life, every day. That's how I keep my six-pack. Hashtag Viking Nation. I mean, I didn't know. You know what? That's just, it's one of those things that's unique to Swedes. It's a unique thing to Swedes. You guys' economy, you guys' culture, you guys' life is so much better than America that you can eat pineapples on pizza every day and have a 6-pack. Y'all don't gotta deal with the stuff that we gotta deal with. Mass murders, crazy psychos, all the time. I mean, y'all deal with that, but y'all don't deal like it like we deal with it. That type of stuff just saps into our bodies and ages Americans. Y'all don't gotta deal with the civil rights stuff. Y'all don't gotta deal with all this other stuff that's going on. So it translates to 6-packs for everybody. I know whenever I do meet Armada, I guarantee you it might not look like he has a 6-pack, but I guarantee you as soon as Armada lifts up his shirt, a 6-pack forms. I guarantee you that's how it is. I guarantee. And Leffen is way buffer in person than he is and when you see him, yeah, he's a bit skinny. And he has a little bit of acne. But when you see him in person, he's clear skinned and he's buff as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's just how Sweden is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So shout outs to Robert, man. I really do appreciate the 30, man. I really do. Thank you. So let's keep it going here. How long till mine changes? If you hover over, I think you guys can use your mouse, but you're probably on mobile, right, Arn? But I can hover it over for you. You have 2 months, Arn. It might be a little bit less than, it just tells me 10 months. So you have 2 more months. And you should have that Renangon unlocked. So shout outs. Let's see here. Do you think? Okay, I don't know about that. Oh, hold up. Do you think they'll be able to move the camera around in Pokemon Sword and Shield? It looks like it's fixed camera angles. But it looks like we might be able to manipulate it a little bit. Maybe not full camera control, but we can manipulate it. That's what it looks like, from my opinion. Let's see here. Because of the way that, like, when they were walking by the bridge, it was like a side thing. When they were first walking into the town, it was behind the back. So, I mean, it seems like it's going to be able to be manipulated in some way. Let's see here. Let's keep it going here. So what's rumors for Persona 5? The rumors is it's coming to the Switch. That's the rumors for Persona 5. Have you not been following up with the news? Have you not been following up with the news? I am not. Have you not been following up Persona 5S rumors? Followed up. I got videos. I got videos on videos. I had a video this morning. I am not human. I had a video this morning on it, bro. It was lit. It was lit. Did you see it? It was pretty good. Not bad at all. Carlos says, players, since I think a canceled game for Nintendo is bringing to the Switch is Mega Man Legends 3. I also think that's the nosebleed announcement. Nah. Mega Man Legends 3 ain't no nosebleed, homie. Nah, bruh. Nah. But, I mean, that would be cool if it came. Maybe Persona 5 R's for PS4 and Persona 5 S's for the Switch. That's my guess. Yep, that's a good guess. That's good. That could be it. Seems logical. You think red or blue? You think blue or red will be in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Sure, why not? Let's see. Pineapple pizza was invented in Canada. Oh wow. Okay, nice. That is scientifically factual. The stuff that I said about the pineapple pizza, absolutely. Let's see here. MPW says, personally, I think there will be a camera movement in parts of the Pokemon like near Automata as the camera was spinning around in one part of the trailer. Yeah, I think it could be to where you can manipulate the camera at times. I don't know if it's going to be complete full camera control, but there might be times. I don't really care. I just want to battle Pokemon. Let's see here. I quit playing Persona 5 on my PS4, so I just can't wait for the Switch version. Well, the Switch version, it's a rumor. So we have to wait and see to make sure that it's real. Give me 1 second, guys. It's cold. I need to grab this blanket right here. I need my grandma blanket. It's cold in here, man. It's cold in these streets. Your boy having trouble. Can't putting on that heat here, man. It costs a lot of money. So, boy's a little cold. That's why I'm always wearing sweaters and stuff inside. Sometimes when I make my PE news videos, sometimes, dude, or I make my Switch news videos, dude, sometimes it's so cold and like I don't like to wear like sweaters and like jackets and stuff when I do like my news videos. So it's like I have to take it off and I'm like, oh, I gotta freeze for a little bit. Let me make this. So there's times where I'm like freezing cold when I do my PE news videos or when I do my Switch news videos, and I can't wait till I'm done so I can freaking put on my jackets and my sweaters and bundle up. I know. I'm being such a pansy with the whole cold thing. I know. Let's see here. Kentucky says, do you think Pokemon Sword and Shield will be able to use the Pokeball controller? I think that they're going to integrate it in some way. Yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to use it for the full game, but I think that they're going to be able to, like, where you can put like a Pokemon in it, or maybe you can control certain things with it. So yeah. Let's see. California got hit by a rare cold storm. It did, but it's nowhere near as bad as especially where I'm at, it's nowhere near as bad as like where Chuba lives and where some of these other guys live. Like I'm talking like cold as in it's like 60 degrees. And that's like not cold for that's like shorts and t-shirt for a lot of people that, you know, and I'm talking cold and it's 60 degrees over here, bro. So yeah, it's a behind the scenes essence. It's freaking silly, dude. It's probably dynamic camera, okay? I know, bro. 60 degrees. Yeah, I know. I'm a sissy. I know. But you guys have to remember during the summer here, dude, it's freaking hot, man. It's freaking hot. Is it Midnight? Midnight Rogue. It says I need to see some Monolith soft game teases this year. What about you? Yeah, that'd be nice. Wanda Penguin says, what are the chances Persona 4 Golden could be ported to the Switch? Not very high considering Atlus's track record. Well, maybe in 10 years. It says, since you hate the cold. I don't hate the cold. I actually love the cold. I'm just cold. I'd rather have it be cold than hot. I hate the bitter cold. Like, I hate, like, freaking Ice Road Truckers cold. You know what I hate that type of cold. 60 degrees cold is fine. I'll just be cold and bundle up. I'm good. I'd rather be cold than hot because I can just put on a bunch of clothes and be warm. You know what I'm saying? Or I can be like, okay, I'm cold. All right, let me just go put on this big old jacket. Let me get this blanket. Let me get all this. Like right now, my feet are no longer cold. I can put on some socks. All of a sudden, I'm fine. However, when it's hot, you can take off your clothes. You're still hot, you know? You're still... Take off clothes, you be naked. You're still hot. It's still hot out. It's still hot as hell, you know? So I enjoy the cold more than the heat. So yeah. Let's see. We chilling up here in the Great White North. Yeah, no, but I'd love to see some Monolith soft game. Like, I don't need a game tease though. So like, that's the thing. I think that's the difference between me and a lot of people. Maybe me between like me being older and maybe you being a bit younger. I don't need a tease. I don't need any more teases. What I need is when the game's ready to show off and you can give us information, show the game. So I don't need a tease. Just let me know when it's ready and it's launching. If it's launching in that calendar year, let me see it. I don't need teases though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm a Floridian, OJ, so I know what you mean. Okay, shout outs to Ryan, Florida. Let's see, confirmed OJ is hot with naked. Okay. You're still hot no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, I see what Aaron's trying to do. That's no. You should compete in the Swedish Open Winter Swim 2019. Bro, I should compete in the... All I gotta say is, y'all gonna... Robert, how much are you gonna donate to my funeral? If that's the case. Would you like... How much is the average funeral these days? You know what I'm saying? Can you donate to that too, my man? That's what would happen if I did that. You can donate to that funeral fund too. Let my mom know what happened as well. Break the news to her. Like, hey, you know, this is what happened to your boy. Went swimming in Antarctica and died. I would literally die. I'm good. Araz says, OJ, I'm so hyped for Mortal Kombat and Yoshi's Crafted World. Okay, yeah, those are some good games, man. Those are some good games. I think apparently there's like no stress test for the Switch version of the game. I saw that, but I don't know if that's just not announced yet because sometimes Nintendo Soup. If you guys haven't checked out Nintendo Soup, yo, whoever's running the site, man, they're busting it to try to be the best Nintendo website out there. They are busting it, man. I mean, they're putting up all sorts of articles all day, really interesting stuff. They're taking looks at stuff that you would never think. You know, it's like they got people on the eyes everywhere. But nobody's on that site commenting though. Like there's like nobody commenting. Very good site though. But yeah, I did see that. I saw that on Nintendo Soup. But sometimes they kind of like sensationalize things. Like it's not 100%. It's not like 100% true. But I just saw a headline so that there's not going to be a stress test on the Switch. Or you know, I need to read the article, but maybe that might not be happening. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I've heard about the whole marina on the Xbox dashboard, but that wasn't actually anything. That was just a fan that put that up there, something like to do with Black History Month, and a fan put that up there, and it was somehow curated by Microsoft or something on accident. So that's really all it was. It wasn't Microsoft putting up anything officially. It was just a fan. It was a fan thing. Let's see here. But I mean, like, I'm used to seeing stuff like that because if you go on the Xbox and if you join the clubs, Xbox clubs have been integrated into the dashboard to where you can see all sorts of Nintendo stuff. So to me, it didn't really faze me. The first thing that I thought of, it's probably a fan thing. That's the first thing I thought of because of the Xbox clubs and because of how that type of stuff can be integrated into your dashboard, you know. Direct in April, bro. We just got a direct in February. What? We just no. There's not gonna be a direct in April. What is this? Wound Up Penguin says, "Is there any chance of a Nier Automata port to the Switch?" There's always a chance, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. There's always a chance, but I mean, I'll be honest. I'm looking at Astral Chain and I'm like, I'd rather. I mean, it would be great for both. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like Astral Chain's looking a lot better than Nier Automata. I mean, that's just my own personal opinion. Astral Chain looks a lot better, and I have Nier. I've played it. I think Nier is great, but Astral Chain's looking dope. So I mean, I'm happy that they said, hey, let's actually invest in a new IP instead of say, oh, let's just port this game that's already on PS4, Xbox One. Let's get this game. I think Switch owners would like this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's cool. So yeah. Let's see. Obi was gonna crazy. Wait, what are you talking about? $J of money. Let's see here. Yeah, he was going. About the whole Marina on the Xbox. Yeah, Splatoon and yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. He was, he was going kind of crazy. I see what you're talking about. Let's see here. I expect E3 to show a lot of new info on new releases. That's what E3s do, my man. Let's see here. Are people thirsting for a new direct already? Yeah, people were thirsting for a new direct after that direct. They're like, yo, when's the next direct? I heard you got directs, man. When's the next direct? I just want more info on I just want more info, not new announcements. More info, not new announcements. Well, I mean, I think it's good to wait when those info is ready and available. Like they already just gave us a bunch of new info and release dates and stuff like that. So wait for the next one. But we just had one, so just relax and play the games. Actually enjoy your games, man. Stop worrying about info and enjoy the games that are actually coming out that you can buy. Enjoy that in the meantime, man. I think for real, I think it's really the young kids that are like that, because that's how I was when I was a kid. When I was you guys' young whippersnappers age, I was always looking like, well, when's the next thing? When's the next thing? When's the next thing? You got to realize you got to enjoy your games first before you start asking for the next thing. And I know I deal with information, and that's what I do, but I'm passing along some knowledge to you guys so you guys can see what I'm saying here. You know what I'm saying? I'm passing that knowledge along, to the kiddos. Yeah, I really like the design of the twins in Astral Chain. Yeah, I mean, and One Up Penguin, I would love for Nier to come to the Switch. I mean, but from what I've played from Nier, I don't know if Nier is. I mean, it would be great on the Switch. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I mean, that's not a game that I'm like, okay, I need to play portable. That's not. I mean, I don't get that feeling from Nier. Even though, I mean, it would be. I mean, it'd be fine, but I don't get that feeling. Oh, this is a portable type of experience where I need to play this portable, like I get with Persona. So that's why when anybody that asks me about Nier, I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. But when they ask me about Persona, I'm like, no, that'd be way better, because Persona is such a game. It's the type of game that it feels like it's so much a better fit for the Switch as a port. Whereas Nier is like, oh, well, it's fine on PS4. I mean, it's fine on Xbox, whatever. If it comes over, it comes over. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I mean, that's the reason why. It's not because well, I do like Persona more than Nier, but it's not because Nier is a so much worse game than Persona. I mean, there's a lot of good things about Nier that are actually better than Persona, vice versa, but it just is what it is. Persona Q2? Nah, I'm good, homie. I'm good. I got Persona Q1, and that was a good game, but I'm done with the 3DS. I'm done. I mean, if they put it on Switch, I would have checked it out, but it was a 3DS game from the beginning, because Persona Q1 sold really well. I think they made a good amount of money off that. So, well, not like really well, as in like, oh my gosh, millions and millions of copies, but it sold well enough, From what I understand, it was like a 500,000 seller, maybe more. So yeah, that's good for them, because that's like, a game looks like a freaking DS game, dude. Like, looks like a, so I don't think they spent much money on that game, pretty much. So yeah, and I'm exaggerating with the whole DS game thing. So yeah, Direct gets announced, for the next day, Nintendo fans, when's the next Direct coming? Pretty much. We are barely out of February, and we just had a Direct a couple weeks ago, right? We just had the Direct was when was the Direct? The Direct was the 13th. We just had a Direct 2 weeks and 2 days ago, and people talk about when's the next Direct. We just had a Direct. Not even 3 weeks ago we had a Direct, and talk about when's the next Direct. Yeah, I agree. Nier is definitely all-time fave, but Nier is something you got to sit down and submerge yourself into. I mean, you can do that. I mean, it would be dope, like on portable. I mean, that'd be cool to have it there. I mean, there's some RPG elements, there's some open world elements that'd be cool to play. But I mean, it's like, I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, I'd pick it up on the Switch. But I buy anything Platinum. I always buy Platinum Games stuff. Like I always buy anything Platinum Games makes. I buy. So yeah. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. Let's see. Is Spyro Trilogy still coming to the Switch this year, you think? Nathaniel Ventura, you're not watching my videos, my man. If you watch my videos or if you're even watching our podcast, you would know that, yeah, Spyro Trilogy is coming. So, gotta watch the vids, my man. Watch the vids. Watch the vids. Watch Jordan. We got a Spyro insider, Jordan Fringe. That's been pretty much been saying the same thing since last year that it's coming. So yeah, why wouldn't it be? Why would I not think? Based on everything that I've done on the channel about Spyro. Not as much as Jordan, but yeah. Let's see here. Shadow King says, yeah, these people who keep asking for another Direct aren't even going to have time to play all these games that were just announced in the last Direct. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think it's going to really start April is going to be where it really picks up and it gets crazy. I think April is like the big month. March is not as big, but it's still, I mean, there's some good stuff. I mean, we got Yoshi coming out, so that's at the end of the month. But April's where it's really big because we have the new that Dragon Ball Z game that's coming, the card game, and then you also have Dragon's Dogma. You have Mortal Kombat 11. You have Final Fantasy 10/10-2, and then you also have Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. And I think that they also announced something else for April. I forgot what it was, but there's like another game that was announced for April too, a port or something like that. I'm not really sure, but yeah, April's looking pretty crazy. April's looking pretty crazy. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Urameshi? Urameshi says pumped for Fate Extella this month. Yeah, man. Yeah, Fate Extella. That's another game. That's another game that's coming out this month. Looking okay. I'm not really into the Fate Extella games, but I cover them. So yeah. Maybe they'll put a 2B costume as DLC for Astral Chain. Maybe. Jaden Hensley says, what up, OJ? I've been cleaning and organizing my room, and it looks really good now. I'm currently playing David Ex Machina and Monster Hunter. Nice, dude. Yeah, it's always good to clean your room. It's always good to clean your room and make sure you have a nice, tidy room, because then it makes you feel better about yourself when you're gaming. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's good. Hellblade. Oh, yeah, Hellblade is spring. They didn't give us a exact release date on Hellblade. They just said spring, this year. So, I don't know exactly when that's coming. Let's see, Racing Wolf, 79.57. Well, I mean, I don't expect huge sales for Hellblade on the Switch, guys. I mean, it's an old port, not physical. I wouldn't expect too much from that. I mean, I don't think there's really any. I mean, if it sells, it sells. But if it doesn't, what does it matter? Ninja Theory is owned by Microsoft, so like, it's not like, oh, if it sells, all of a sudden, we're gonna get more support from Ninja Theory. Not really. They were working on that game before they were even acquired, so it was going to come no matter what. And you know how Microsoft is, with that stuff. So of course they're gonna be fine with it. But it's self-published, so Ninja Theory is going to do it anyway. But I don't think it's really a big deal if it does well or doesn't. I mean, obviously for the developers it'd be great, but what does it matter? Like, the money goes into Microsoft's, like, literally, it's like, imagine like a big pond. Imagine a Scrooge McDuck. Like, vault of money. And then imagine, like, drops of whatever Hellblade makes. Imagine that just dropping into Scrooge McDuck's huge money bank. Microsoft doesn't give a crap. Ninja Theory doesn't give a crap. At the end of the day, they've been purchased. They don't have to worry about money like that anymore. Now, however, if Ninja Theory was still independent, yes, I think this would be a lot more important if Ninja Theory was still independent, but they're not. All the money that they get literally just goes to Microsoft's bank. So it's irrelevant how Ninja Theory does, outside of just maybe if you just want the people to play the game for your own experience. But when it comes to the actual, like, economics, it doesn't matter at all. Imagine a Pokemon and Persona crossover. I don't want to imagine something that silly. Obito Six Path says, you hyped for DBZ Heroes and card game for the Switch? Yeah, it's okay. You know what? You know what I can imagine? I can imagine a really great Persona game, and I can imagine a really great Pokemon game. So I have 2 games to play instead of one game that tries to haphazardly mash 2 franchises into each other to appease people's wet dreams. You know what I'm saying? That ends up turning out like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is nothing like those 2. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm like I said, I booked Kentucky Cruise, and I'll say this once, I'll say it again when people say, "Well, imagine these 2 car franchises crossed over. It'd be great." No, that doesn't make a game that's better than either one of those. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is fantastic, but is Tokyo Mirage Sessions better than Fire Emblem, or is it better than Shin Megami Tensei? I would say no. I would say Shin Megami Tensei, vanilla Shin Megami Tensei, and vanilla Fire Emblem is better than Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is a great game. It's a really good game, but it's not better than either one of those 2 games. And any crossover that I've played, for the most part, any RPG or not fighting game crossover, guys, because that's not fighting game, but most crossovers aren't better. Like, especially those 2 aren't better than what the games are. So I personally would I would like to imagine a great new Persona game and a great new Pokemon game. And then now I have 2 games, 2, I'll be 3, 2 games instead of 1 game, but that's just me. Let's see here. The Personas would be the Personas would be Pokemon, which it could work. I mean, it's not like it couldn't work. It could definitely work because freaking Chrom was essentially a persona. We had people as personas. We had Chrom, and we had all these different types of Fire Emblem characters as personas, which was which was okay, I guess. The gameplay was just good in the game, What's up, Eli? How you doing today, my man? James Clark says, hey, OJ, not game related, but what was your thoughts on Samsung Fold? If you saw or heard about it, yeah, it seems really cool, but it's really expensive. Really $2,000 phone, little too pricey for me. Let's see here. People who kept wanting more Nintendo Directs need to get outside and do something productive. Yes, I agree. What Nintendo title are you most excited for in 2019 besides Fire Emblem? No. Probably Astral Chain. Let's see here. Did I play your song? I did not play. I totally forgot about the music, guys. Sorry about that. But we still got more time. I'm going to be streaming for a while. So, all right. Let me go ahead and play your song. Sorry about that, Aaron. Tantal. Tantal. Sorry. I did. To answer your question, yes. I 100% forgot about your music. I'm sorry about that, Aaron. I'll play it. Actually, Aaron, just for that, give me another song that you want, dude. And I'll play that song too. So you get double up. Hold up. Let me play the normal version of it. All right. So give me another song in the chat, and I'll play another one for you. How's my day been, Racing Wolf? My day's been good. How's your day been? See, Persona are supposed to be like stands from JoJo, and Pokemon are creatures, so I don't know. Okay. Primadora day theme? Okay. Or Primador, not Prim. Primador. Primordia, not Primador. Primordia. All right, I guess I need to rewatch that Astral Chain trailer. Yeah, I've rewatched it like 1,000,000 times. DJ King Gaming says I would like Monolith Soft to make a Pokemon game with Xenoblade 2 blade system mechanics, bond with the Pokeball. LOL. Nah, actually, you know what, dude? I think if that's out of all the crazy ideas that people throw out there, like action RPG and all this other stuff, that was probably the best Pokemon, because Xenoblade is a hybrid between a turn-based RPG, like an MMO, action RPG. It's this weird mix because you can move around, but then you sit still, and then your guy just attacks. So that's almost like sometimes like those MMOs, But then at the same time, you press certain buttons and then there's refresh. So it's like an ATB, right? Because there's refreshes on certain stuff that you can do, or you have to build up a meter. So, and that's why some people just absolutely hate it, because it takes this. It's easily the most unique and one of the most unique and innovative RPGs ever created. Because it's literally a mismatch of like so many different RPG genre, or so many different shades of RPG. It's to me, it's the ultimate in terms of new age RPG. It's the ultimate new age RPG. But for many people, it's confusing. That's why games like Xenoblade, despite being, you know, far more advanced when it comes to RPG mechanics than, like, let's say a Shin Megami Tensei or Persona, it always gets lower ratings because of all those. People just get confused. You know, people just get confused playing the game. It's just not as popular because it's not as simple. That's why people are like, oh, Octopath is better, right? Because it's simple. Compared to Xenoblade. But that was probably the best idea. Out of all the crazy ideas that people put out there for Pokemon, that was probably the best one. That was probably the best one. Honestly, that was probably the best one. I have not heard anybody say that idea that, oh, they would like to see a Pokemon with a somewhat similar style of Xenoblade. But the only thing that I would say is that would be hard to make it work for multiplayer. So, I mean, like, fighting against other people, that'd be very hard. You'd have to make it a cooperative RPG. It would have to be an RPG where you team up with your friends to battle other really strong Pokemon, you know, or even like other like non-player controlled characters. So it would have to be like a pseudo. It would have to be like the game would have to be like Xenoblade, you know. It would have to be like that, but with online co-op. Xenoblade doesn't have online co-op. But it'd have to be like a game like Xenoblade used to have online co-op, actually. Xenoblade Chronicles X has online co-op. So it'd have to be like that. That's what it'd be like. Xenoblade Chronicles X. It would be like that, you know. Could that work? Yeah. Because it's Monolith Soft. Because I trust them. Let's see. I hope there's a demo to play Astral Chain in the next couple months. It looks so good. Yeah, it does look pretty good. That'd be cool if there's a demo. Yeah. Kudo Tengetsu 91 says, with the $5 donation, thank you so much, Kudo Tengetsu. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. For some reason, my donation thingy's not working correctly. Let me refresh it here. Okay, here we go. Now that works. Okay, Kudo Tengetsu with the $5 donation and says, do you think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 can be taken seriously as an RPG, or do you think it has too much waifu material that distracts from the story? Why would I? Of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 can be taken seriously as an RPG. Why? I mean, there's been millions of people who've played the game. There's millions of people who love the lore, and there's tons of fans. I mean, how can it not be taken seriously as an RPG? But it has one of the best stories out there. People love the story, and people take it very seriously. There's some idiots who don't play the game that don't take it seriously, but that's because they don't play it. But no, it's a great game. People take it. Of course, people take it seriously. But it's not a game to be meant to be taken like hardcore, like it's freaking real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's not. There's silly elements in there. There's comedy. There's other stuff like that, and that's what makes the game charming and endearing. And that's why I don't like me playing Final Fantasy. I felt like going into depression after playing Final Fantasy 15. I'm like, man, why am I? This story makes me feel depressed. I don't feel jovial. I don't feel happy playing Final Fantasy. I feel like I'm like this stuff's gonna happen to me. Like it happened down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a very jovial or fun game to play in that regards. Like I'm not as big of a fan of like games that take themselves so damn seriously. It's like freaking like it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I like more of the jovial ones that have the serious elements, like Persona, comedy mixed in with serious elements. You know, Shin Megami Tensei, not really, but that's why I don't like Shin Megami Tensei as much as like Persona or like Xenoblade. So I'm more of a person that likes that type of RPG, the serious mixed in with like the fun elements or waifu, whatever the hell you want to call it. Fire Emblem has that. Like I like that more than I like serious hardcore. I'm hardcore like Batman. I'm hardcore RPG. Like that stuff's like that. Life is already like that. Too many people treat you like that in real life. You already have too many pains and struggles like that. It's not like I'm trying to go into an RPG like that too, you know? Heck, even Mass Effect has silly, like American styled waifu moments. You know what I'm saying? Even Mass Effect has that. And I love that. Mass Effect has a lot. And I think that's a lot of people don't notice about some RPGs. And I think that's what I like the most about Mass Effect. Because Mass Effect, it's serious, but there is many, 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 many silly things about Mass Effect. It's almost like they were trying to be like a Japanese RPG at times. Like there's a time like where Morton's singing. You know, there's all sorts of jokes that pop up there. I mean, you can, you know, marry, or you can like, you know, you can have relationships with people, you know, and stuff like that. It's just American, but that's what I loved about Mass Effect. It was silly. Like, I mean, there was a time where Joker, for people who play Mass Effect, like he's making fun of Legion and like he's doing like the robot stuff like that, you know, like, I mean, that type of stuff really made me love Mass Effect, you know? But yeah, That's my thoughts on that. Thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate that. Let me play this next track for Aron. Sorry about that, Aron. If you want Aron, go ahead and donate, or not donate. Go ahead and ask for another track, and I'll play another track for you because I forgot. So yeah, play one. Ask me for one more, and I'll get you another one. Don't donate. Just ask me for one in the chat, and I'll play another one. Yeah, that'd be hard for online battles. Yeah, it would have to be a single player. It would have to be a co-op RPG. It couldn't be DJ King. It couldn't be like like a normal like PvP type of game. It'd have to be a PvE type of game. You know, co-op. Shout outs to Joel A with the subscription. Thank you so much, Joel. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Every chat, please welcome Joel. Let's see here. Places the battle system for Xenoblade is what the battle system for Final Fantasy 12 should have been, but it got what we got was an autopilot battle system in the game. Yeah, the Gambit system can be autopilot at times, but it's still fun. Let's see, Xenoblade, you mean pocket waifus? Yes, pocket waifus. I told you not to. Damn it, Arn! I told you not to donate for the song. Shout outs to Arn with the $1. I said don't donate for the song. Shout outs to Arn with the $1.99 donation, and he says Theme X. Now you have to give me another song. Now we have to play another song, and don't donate for that song. Don't donate for that song. Just tell me another song that you want. Let's see here. Good point on Western games. Definitely taking a realism approach and makes the games lifeless. It makes it to me not as fun. You know, it makes it to me not as fun like when they don't put in some of those like silly elements. Like for example, like a game like Xenoblade Chronicles X, where you have like Tora or whatever, or not Tora, or what was his name? The Nopon, the comic relief Nopon in there, you know? Like, and like even with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like I like that stuff more than I like the hardcore, you know, like I'm gonna take this super serious. Like Final Fantasy 15, it has some joking elements to it. Obviously Prompto is the comic relief in the game, but man, he's really trash at comic relief. Like Prompto is the worst comic relief character. One of the worst comic relief characters ever. He's barely funny. He's just an idiot, or he's just like a skinny, like, you know, Leffen looking dude. Like I don't think he's very funny at all. You know, but yet he tries, and I don't think he's very funny. This is Primordia from Xenoblade Chronicles X. Let's see. Agree on problem. Yeah, he's not very funny. He tries to be funny, but he's not funny at all. He said, Aron, players said, I know. Okay. Aron is such a wholesome person. Let's see. I know it's early, but are you excited for Smash Ultimate DLC Pack 2 reveal? That's not Racing Wolf. That's not real. So I can't be excited about something that isn't real at all. We still need to get. We don't even know all the DLC. Why am I going to be excited about a DLC 2 pack? That's one that you literally just made up, Racing Wolf. That you just made that up. That's not real. Before we even get the characters for DLC Pack 1, we've gotten 0 characters from DLC Pack 1, and you're telling me if I'm excited about DLC Pack 2. That is just like the people who say, when's the next Direct? When we just got a Direct. But this is even worse because we didn't get the DLC Pack number 1. We don't even got all the characters in DLC Pack number 1, and you're asking me about DLC Pack number 2. That's not even real. Shout outs to Fairy Tiger with the doll donation. He says play Ease 8 Theos de Endrogram. Okay. Shout outs. We'll definitely do that. Thank you. All right. So next is Theme X. Theme X. Excuse me. I say, think OJ. I'm gonna have to take an L on that comment. Let's see. Players says, you need comic relief in a 60-hour RPG. Otherwise, it would feel oppressive to play. What is it? What is that? Oppressive to play? What? What? You need. Okay. You need comic relief in a. Okay. Otherwise, it would feel Okay. I see what you're saying, Michael Bryan. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, that's how Final Fantasy feels. There's like no there's a little bit of comic relief, but there isn't enough. So it feels very like against the grain. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's kind of like being excited for next year's Christmas. Yeah, exactly. Before we even got this year's Christmas. Let's see here. I think he meant the second DLC character, as in Joker Pack 1. Did he? Is that what you meant, Racing Wolf? He said DLC Pack 2 reveal. DLC. Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I think I probably made a mistake. I made a mistake. Okay, I think, yeah, he meant the second character of the first pack. That's what he meant. That's what he meant. No, I'm not excited for that because I need to get Joker. But, I mean, it's coming up, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Shout outs to Kuro Tengetsu with another $5 donation. Thank you so much for the support today, Kuro Tengetsu. I do appreciate, and for all of you guys, Fairy Tiger, Robert, Aron, all of you guys that are here, thank you guys so much for this midday stream. At least for me, it's midday. Some of you guys, it's evening. But I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate you guys. You know, I twisted my ankle a little. I kind of rolled my ankle. Did I tell you guys real quick, before I get to Kuro Tengetsu's comment, and I'll get there, thank you for the $5 donation. I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I have really bad ankles because I play football, and I got high ankle sprains all the time. So I kind of twisted my ankle, like when I was in the living room, and I thought about not doing the stream because my ankle hurt like hell. So I was like, man, my ankle really hurts. Like, I think I might need to lie down. But I was like, you know what? No, man, I haven't streamed for like the Viking Nation. I'm like, you know what? I gotta get the stream done, and I'm okay. I'm okay. At the end of the day, I'm okay. I gotta tough this one out. Like, how much of a sissy would I feel like if I didn't stream because I twisted my ankle? Oh, so because I'm not gonna sit down in my chair and stream? What the hell? Nah. You know, so so yeah, thank you for the support. I'm glad I did. Thank you for the support, guys. I really do appreciate that. Kuro Tengetsu says they're critical of how much fan service is in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, saying it detracts from the story, gameplay, and degrades the females when you see TNA on most of them. Yeah, I mean, I can see why some people think that, but at the same time, I don't think that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mass Effect has that too. I mean, but people are just more subjective to Western or to Japanese games than they are to their own Western games. I mean, look at the Order 1886, dude. The game's disgusting. Like, game's disgusting, you know, and like people are fine with that stuff like that. So it's the good old American like Western backlash. Like, oh, boobs and booty is bad, you know, and like, oh, it's a problem. It's this and that. But like, you can have extreme grotesque violence and all this other stuff that should be more disturbing. And people are like, oh, that's fine, you know? So yeah, I mean, that's my thought process on that. Let's see here. CBD lotion for the ankle sprain? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that, Racing Wolf. My bad about that, dude. That's my fault. Completely my fault on that one. So yeah. Let's see here. When you look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2 sales worldwide, it actually did way better in the West than Japan. It did! That's because there's just a lot more people here in the West than in Japan. Ratio-wise, not so much better. But actual sales-wise, yes. But that's because there's millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of more people here in the West. Every game pretty much released in Japan does better here in the West. Like, every single game. Even the most hardcore of Japanese games usually do better here in the West, just because there's just more people to buy the games here in the West. So, I mean, and if you talk about Europe, I mean, if you add Europe, all of Europe, and all of the US and everybody that's in the West, yeah, I mean, of course it's gonna do way better. Ratio-wise, not necessarily. Not ratio-wise compared to like how many people there are, not so much, but yeah, overall sales-wise, absolutely. Kudo Tengetsu with another $2 donation. It says, I love TNA too. I'm just espousing their critiques. Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, and I get it. You know, to me, I don't really care. That's what the developer wants to do. So if the developer wants to make TNA on the screen, that's what they do. That's what they want to do. To me, it doesn't matter because they're not real. And they're just fake characters. And it's not like the guys aren't overly buff, you know, and chiseled and extremely good looking too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that's not the case. Well, I mean, Rex isn't, but like, a lot of the characters in the games are, you know, like a lot in Japanese games are that, you know. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 15, you know, like, so yeah. Let's see here. The name of the song was Theme X for the name of the song. Theme X. All right, so the next song that we've got is from Fairy Tiger, and he wants some Ease 8 action. 8. La Cremosa of Dana. But he wants I type in Ease 8 and I see one of Wood's stupid thumbnails of him saying, "Ooh," of him doing it. Shout outs to Wood, by the way. I actually watch his channel, but man, dude, his thumbnails are fudging annoying at times. Like, Jesus Christ, that's not what I wanted to see right now. Let's see. I just didn't want to see that right now. I don't know why it just triggered me when I saw his thumbnail. It just triggered. No, and like I said, I watch his videos. I like his channel, but his thumbnails trigger me at times, dude. Anyway, so let's see. let's go ahead and play this music. Let's see here. And like I said, not hating. Shout outs to Wood. Watch his channel. Obviously, he's great. You know what I'm saying? His editing's good. All great channel. Shut up, Alexa. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Alexa said, I'm not sure when I said Elijah's channel. I'm not sure. I do. I like Wood's channel. It's good. It's a good channel. You guys should all go subscribe. Beat 'em ups. Go subscribe. Let's see here. Let's see here. Play Monster Hunter Valtrex theme. Okay, we'll definitely do that. Yes, yeah. With the Hawaiian pizza 6-pack. Absolutely. Let's see. Did you see how he copied RGT's intro? I don't know about. I don't think he copied. Yeah. I saw. That was funny. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, I was thinking like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, okay, yeah, it's funny. Last night was so fun. Yeah, last night was amazing. That's it till the next paycheck. Shout outs, Aron. Appreciate it, man. You didn't have to do anything, so I appreciate the love, man. Hey, has anybody tried that new pretzel crust from Little Caesars? Is it any good? I was thinking about buying it tomorrow for my family member coming in from out of the country. That might be something weird to try from America that I know that they don't have there where she lives. What's up? I don't know how to say your name. Terme D. Carza. I don't know how to say that name, but shout outs, dude. Yo, Robert with the Toby! Bluster! Robert showing the love. Let me just say something real quick to Robert, all of the Viking Nation. Thank you so much for your support today. Thank you so much for coming out to the streams. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. I really do. Robert, with the 20, just maybe we can all donate for Fairy Tiger's new rollator walker. This man donated $20 to roast Fairy Tiger. This man is at a rollator walker. This man, Fairy Tiger, you in a walker, homie? This man out here talking about life. Let's get Fairy Tiger life alert. Bruh. Robert. That was uncalled for. Yo, what's up, Super Andrew 64? How you doing today, my man? One of the fastest growing Nintendo channels out there. Or I think you're pretty much Nintendo. From what I watch, seems like you're more mainly Nintendo. But shout outs to Super Andrew 64, man. Congratulations on the fast growth of your channel. And good to have you here in the stream. But this man out here, man. So yeah. Princess Zelda, Jesus Christ, calm down. Princess Zelda, yo. You're a princess. Don't be talking like that in the chat. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, VC? How's it going today, my man? He said the Fire Nation attacked. The Fire Nation attacked. Yo, chill. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't think Link's gonna like that, dude. Where's Saturn at? Where's Saturn at when you need him? That's definitely rule. Yeah, that's a next time, Hunter, just say that's some Rule 34 stuff. That's just say that instead, so your comment doesn't get. Oh, never mind. It looks like they let you say it anyway. Just say Rule 34, man. Link's response, I know. No, it's all good, Hunter. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, Nicholas Warlittle? How you doing today, my man? No, you didn't have to delete it, dude. You didn't have to delete it. It's all good, dude. We're chilling on Friday. We're chill. I told you guys PG-13 here. I told you guys PG-13. That's a PG-13 comment. That's PG-13 because you didn't really go. You didn't go graphic in depth or in detail. That's PG-13. If you're 13 years old, you probably already know what that is. So you're good, dude. You're good. Little Caesars Pizza is trash. Okay, no, it's not. First of all, I don't think Little Caesars Pizza is trash. But I can see why other people think it's trash. But what about has anybody tried the pretzel crust? Is it good? For people who actually like Little Caesars, is it actually good, the pretzel crust? Oh, your Little Caesars got nerfed where you live? Yeah, I've been hearing reports of Little Caesars getting nerfed. Like, my Little Caesars has definitely gotten nerfed. I had Little Caesars a few weeks ago, and I'm like, yo, this pizza's worse than the freaking Walmart pizza that I bought. I mean, I still ate it, and I thought it was okay. But I was like, this pizza isn't as good as it was, as it was last year. So I definitely think that my Little Caesars maybe got nerfed too. But so I've just been buying the pizzas at my Walmart. I tried out some cauliflower, or no, I bought a cauliflower pizza because John from Spawn Wave, he's always talked about cauliflower pizza. So I bought that, but I haven't had it yet. So I'm gonna try that probably this weekend. Little Caesars for Smash, absolutely. The pizza guy, I think he'd probably be a dope character, dude. Let's see here. After your offer last night for me to come onto the stream, I went out of my way to find evidence to state my claim that graphically the Pokemon games do need to evolve, not the gameplay. You found evidence of graphically but they did though. That's the thing. Pokemon on the Switch looks better than Pokemon on the 3DS, so it did evolve. It just didn't evolve to what you like, or enough to what you want. But they did evolve. The game looks better than it looked on the 3DS. And the game's not done. So, I mean, like, I don't know what you're talking about. So, I don't know if you're being serious or, like, if that's a joke. I'm going to take it as a joke. I'm just gonna take it as a joke, dude. Let's see here. Kentucky Crew says my Little Caesars is always packed, so there's never any hot and ready. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Little Caesars. I guess you probably have a Little Caesars that's really good. That people really like. My Little Caesars is not as packed as it used to be. I remember it used to be super packed. But it depends on what time you go. If you go like on weekends, yeah, it's gonna be packed. But if you go during the day, then it's not gonna be packed like that. So, I think we'll see what the next iteration will be. Truly see a graphical improvements. I mean, there already is truly graphical improvements. That's the thing. People acting like it's the same damn game. It's not. It's been improved all around, but they still need more time to work on it. They'll get it better as it gets closer to release. We'll see a better game, and then the next time that they make the next game, that will get better from the next time. So, I mean, it's just, if you feel that it's not good enough, then that's just your opinion. That's not anything factual. That's just your opinion. Some people can think, oh yeah, it's good enough. I like it. It looks better. It looks a lot better than what we got before. And that's fine if people want to think that. If some people think that it needs to be better, it needs to evolve more than it does, that's fine. But there's no facts. There's no facts outside of all it is just subjective in its opinion. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna argue people's opinion on like what they feel is important to the Pokemon franchise, like to evolve before on a trailer of a game that's not released. That's dumb. That's gonna get you into never-ending, loopless, boring arguments. That's not something that needs to be discussed when the game's not even out. Now, when the game's out and we can see all the gameplay improvements, we can see the final build of the game, then that type of discussion can be opened up. But before we've even gotten anything really about the game, when it comes to that, that's a dumb conversation to have, to be honest. Holy Liar says the pretzel crust is too salty. Okay, the pretzel crust is too salty. Okay, can you wipe it down? Did you wipe it down a little bit? Like, if you wipe it down like with a napkin, is it not as like? Can you take off some of that salt, or is that salt built into the crust? So like, let's say if I took a napkin and I brushed off the top of the pretzel crust, is it still too salty after that, or did you just eat it without even trying to brush it off or anything? Let me know about that. So yeah, thoughts on Domino's pizza? I like it. The last time that I had Domino's, my Domino's is trash. The Domino's that was by my house was trash. However, when I was at Fresno State, I remember taking out a girl on a date. She was a horrible girlfriend, by the way. But I remember taking her out on a date, and we went to Domino's, and it was delicious. So I think it's really based on like what Domino's you go to. The one that I went to here when I tried it, dude, the crust was garbage. It was soft, it was soggy. The pizza wasn't very good. It was disgusting, man. I hated it. So, but I remember the Domino's when I was in Fresno. Yo, that pizza when I was in college at Fresno State. I was like, yo, that pizza's dope, dude. That was good. It was really good, and I remember it distinctly being really good. So I don't know, man. I think it's really based on each area because really these are all franchise. And I'll get that donation in just a bit. These are all franchised, right? So even if they're franchised, they can do things at different like they're told what to do, but some of them don't do it. Like, you know, do what they're supposed to do. Some of them don't add whatever extra layer or cook the pizza at the right temperature for a certain amount of minutes. So sometimes you might get a pizza that was undercooked, you know, or whatever the case is. So, because it's just a franchise, there's no set 100% guideline that everybody kind of walks in and says, okay, this is what it's instilled by the manager, right? So that's why some locations of Little Caesars is good, some locations are bad. I mean, we see this all the time with franchised, you know, restaurants and food places. So. Let's see here. Kentucky Cruise says, "Love your streams, no BS, straight to the point." Thank you, Kentucky Cruise. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, man. I'm glad that you like the streams, and hopefully, if you guys are enjoying it, please make sure you guys hit that like button and share the stream if you can. Get the pasta bowl from Domino's. I'm not really big into pasta, Richard. I'm not a big pasta guy. Shout out to Richard though. I don't know if you're new here, but I haven't seen that profile pic. Maybe you just added something. But shout outs, dude. Appreciate you being here and thank you for the suggestion. But I'm not big into pasta really at all. Let's see here. Since the salt come mainly from the sauce. So okay, wait. The pretzel pizza, it comes with sauce with it that you dip the pretzel. Okay, you dip the pretzels into the sauce. Okay, I didn't know that because I just saw a commercial on TV and it just showed the pizza. It didn't show any sauce. So what type of sauce do you get with it? What are you talking about here? Let's see here. That's the player says that side shade. What side shade? What side shade are you talking? Oh, with the girlfriend. With the girlfriend. Yeah, she was a terrible girlfriend, dude. When I was back in Fresno, let me just make that be clear. When I was in Fresno, which was a decade ago, by the way, guys. I graduated from Fresno State in May 2010. So we're going on 9 years that I graduated. So before anybody get any ideas, weirdos that are watching the stream, he said something. Before anybody get any weirdos saying stuff a decade ago. Anyway, let's see here. Come to Belgium. We love you. Yo, shout outs to Obito. Yo, I love Belgium. I've never been there. But yo, let's go. Rocky says, favorite video game franchise? Like Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, something like that. On the pizza, it's a nacho cheese sauce. Okay, so the nacho cheese sauce is too salty. Okay, so let me ask you a question, Holy Liar. How is the pretzel itself? Because I don't eat nacho cheese sauce. Like, or I'll maybe put a little bit, but I'm not big on dipping. Like, I've never been big on nachos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been big on like a bunch of nacho cheese all over stuff. So I don't need the nacho cheese sauce. How is the pretzel crust itself? Is that good? Let's see. Domino's has really good garlic parm sauce. Okay. Let's see here. I always hear you on the Spawncast podcast, and just recently I've subscribed. Okay, cool. Glad for you to come over from the Spawncast. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, we do things a little bit differently here. We have streams every single day. And I'm very honest and open with my users. Well, we have streams pretty much every single day. We do Q&As. We get into crazy discussions. We go back and forth. It's a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, we're all fam. You know what I'm saying? We're all the P Ninja. So the channel's ninja themed, Naruto themed. Very nerdy, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun. I just want to make sure that you guys have fun while you guys are here, and you guys get a chance to interact and talk, so we can grow as a community. This is like my dream. You know what I'm saying? That's what I always wanted ever since Resident Evil 5. And I'm like, man, I have nobody to play video games with because nobody likes me anymore in my real life. So I was like, you know what? It'd be cool if I can actually build a community of my own where people at least act like they like me. You know, that was my goal. Can I get people to even act like they like me? You know, so I could have friends to play with. That was my goal, and it wasn't even like a goal to have like a bunch of people. My goal was just to have like just a few, you know. And it kind of evolved into this. Literally, though, I got the idea of Player Essence in college after playing Resident Evil 5 and just dealing with so much racism and garbage there. I was like, man, like, dude, this sucks. Like, I love Resident Evil 5, but this community's ass. Like, this community's garbage, dude. Like, this is a horrible community of people. Like, I don't want to be around these people, you know, playing. So I just started muting my mic, not talking to any people that I played with before. because they'd say stuff and it was just horrible. So that's where I got the idea of Player Essence. That was back in 2009, but I didn't act on it until like 2010 or 2011 after I graduated. So, yeah. Richard said, it does seem like a lot of fun. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. I was gonna go to bed, but I saw you were streaming. Yo, shout outs, man. Are you, if you don't mind me asking, what, are you in Europe? Are you in the US? Like, where are you? You don't have to tell me anything more than just that. Have you had Five Guys burgers? You know what? I haven't had, Robert, I haven't had the Five Guys burgers yet. People talk about Five Guys all the time. But I have not had the Five Guys burger yet. But I want to try it at some point. Like, I want to go on like my own like brothers drive-in dines, and I'll be like, "Hey guys, it's OJ here. I'm traveling the nation to find the best drive-in dines." And I'm just gonna drive my own car. I'm not gonna have like a convertible. I'm gonna do my own brothers drive-in dines, and I'll stop by Five Guys at some point. Maybe I'll vlog it. I'm not sure. I gotta go buy a GoPro or something. So yeah, should be fun. Let's see. Yes, we are all acting. I know, Aron. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were acting. I knew it, Aron. I knew it. So yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, but I usually sleep on the third shift schedule. But tonight I'm off. Okay, cool. Glad that you can come here. Just relax, and of course, since you're off tonight, you don't got to worry about working. So just relax, sit back. You know what I'm saying, and enjoy the stream. Ask some questions if you have them. We're talking about Persona. And we're also talking about, we've barely talked about Persona, actually. We're talking about the rumors about Persona 5S. We're also talking about Pokemon. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. So just feel free to random Q&A. Usually on Fridays, I'll do random Q&A to where you guys can kind of just ask me anything. But we'll have general topics, but I don't really care at the end of the day. Let's see. In-N-Out fries galore. You know, a lot of people, the funny thing, In-N-Out is probably one of the most polarizing food places ever, because In-N-Out is exclusive to the West Coast, right? So you have these East Coasters that come over, and they come over like freaking like Hell's Kitchen. Like, they're ready to just like, oh, I hear so much about In-N-Out, and they're ready to just bash In-N-Out. But the thing about In-N-Out, they don't promote that In-N-Out is the best tasting burger you've ever had. No, that's not the thing about In-N-Out. In-N-Out is a burger place that is honest about what's inside the burger, how they make it, and honest about the people working there, where they pay them acceptable wages. They pay the managers and the owners acceptable ways. It's about the wholesomeness of In-N-Out. That's what makes the burger taste better. It's the wholesomeness of the company. You feel comfortable giving your money to these people because they are wholesome owners and people. Obviously you don't get paid the most at In-N-Out, but it's like $15 to freaking flip a burger. That's pretty good. You know, the managers get paid well. I mean, there's some managers, making $80,000 a year, or more than that. That's good. You know how much McDonald's managers make? They make like nothing. So it's about the wholesomeness of the burger, not about it's the best tasting burger ever. It's just simple. It's made well. It doesn't taste bad. It's not a horrible tasting burger, but In-N-Out never proclaims that they have the best tasting burger ever. There's a 1, 2, and a 3. That's it. 1, 2, and a 3. They've been tried to be bought out. In-N-Out is worth a lot. Okay. They've been tried to be bought out by so many companies, and they've said no. The owners of In-N-Out could be billionaires, okay? They've had McDonald's, they've had Chipotle, they've had so many companies try to forcefully take them over. You know what I'm saying? Offering just bags, like, think of McScrooge, okay? Offering McScrooge, like 40 to 50 McScrooges. Please let us take this, because they want to expand it to international. They want to expand it to the East Coast. They want to expand it because they have a good formula. But they know if they do that, down goes the wages for the managers. Down goes the employees' wages. You know what I'm saying? Down goes all the stuff. I had a friend of mine in high school, worked for In-N-Out, worked his way all the way up to manager at In-N-Out. Still to this day, working at In-N-Out, making a good wage where he can raise his kids. You know what I'm saying? And have a nice house and his family at a fast food place. Live on a nice side of town. That's good. It's wholesome. So that's the reason why people love In-N-Out. It's part that, part the simplicity. And it's cheap. It's not expensive. It's cheap it's not an expensive burger. That's it. It's all about the wholesomeness of the burger. It's wholesome. Exactly. Five Guys is awesome. Yeah. Since I missed out on most of the stream, I gotta recap the stream when it's over. Yeah, we didn't talk. There's not really much that we talked. We just kind of went all over the place, VC. Yeah, no pressure, but I'm liking this fast. I'm not shy. I have a self promotion censored. Okay, it's all good, dude. Yeah, it's all good, man. Shout outs. This is how Five Guys is too. So wholesome and get paid good money while having weekly contests for big pay bonuses and even focus on getting Zagat and top critics reviewing stores daily. Yeah, I heard that Five Guys is a pretty good place to work too. They make sure that they only cook their burgers well done. Same thing as most fast food places only do it well done, but pretty much all fast food places do it that way. Because they don't want any lawsuits with undercooked meat or anything like that. But yeah, I've heard about Five Guys. It's a pretty wholesome place. People get paid good there, so that's good. I need to try it. I don't know. There's not a Five Guys in my area, so it's something that I'd have to drive out of town for. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Yo, King Hebrew, what's up, homie? How you doing today? Yeah, so if you guys have more questions, guys, feel free. I'll be streaming. This stream's been pretty good. Tonight, we do have some open time. We're going to do Legend of Zelda, and I think we're going to stream again. I think we're going to do another stream tonight before Legend of Zelda, like later at 8. We might have another stream. I might take a little bit of a break, and then we'll have another. We'll have just a regular PE live for the people who just got home from work. So we might. Or I might just play Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Smash Brothers. I might just do some Smash Brothers till we have a stream later. Smash Brothers to Zelda. Maybe we do that. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about maybe Smash Brothers because we haven't played Smash in a while. So maybe we play Smash in a bit. Yeah, we're playing Zelda tonight. It's going to be late, though. It's going to be like around 8 p.m. because Christian likes the late streams because he has stuff that he has to do. And he donated for a sponsored stream of Zelda. So we're going to play Zelda later tonight. But I have some time in between. So we'll probably play some Smash. We haven't played Smash in like 2 weeks, dude. So it's been a while. So we'll probably play Smash. Do you have Star Fox? Yeah. What do you mean? Do I have Star Fox? Like Star Fox isn't the game? Which Star Fox? I have all the Star Fox games. So I mean, which one do you mean? I have the Star Fox on the Nintendo 3DS. I have Star Fox on the Wii U. I have Star Fox on my Super Nintendo Classic. I have Star Fox on my Super Nintendo. I mean, what Star Fox are you? I mean, I have Star Fox on the GameCube. So I don't know what you mean. He said David Drayton says no game has flatter grass than Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon Light of Hope on the Switch. 22 years of Harvest Moon games on Nintendo consoles. They gave me trash. You dropped images of your evidence in the Discord. You're once again, bro, VC, you are taking evidence of a game that is unfinished. I'm not arguing your opinion on an unfinished game. The game is not done. I don't care what you think about the graphics. If you think that it's not good enough or that is your opinion. Nobody's arguing your opinion. If that's what you think, then that's what you think. That's fine. I don't care about your evidence. I really don't. People want me to argue their opinion so bad. I'm not arguing your opinion. I'm not. If that's what you think, that's fine. Don't buy the game. Go play don't buy it. If it's that bad, then don't buy the game. Dropping evidence and getting angry and yelling on podcasts and doing all that type of stuff does not get you what you want. It will not make Pokemon turn into Anthem. Okay? It's not going to make the Pokemon company all of a sudden hire 9,000 people so you can see every blade of grass. To where you can sit there and Google out and get all crazy about graphics. It's not gonna happen. So I don't care about your evidence. I really, honestly, VC, I'm not trying to be mean, but I don't care. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't care. I respect your opinion. Your opinion is that it needs to do this. I say, great, good. I'm not going to argue your opinion. I'm not going to argue anybody's opinion. People tried to do that to me today on Twitter. Somebody put up a post on Twitter saying, oh, well, Super Mario 3D World, it has the same art style as Super Mario 3D Land, but they should have greatly improved the but as you can see, they greatly improved the graphics. And then he showed a side-by-side comparison. And then people were like, bro, that's exactly what they did if you do a side-by-side comparison, even in the unfinished game. That's what they did with Pokemon. And on top of that, when Super Mario 3D World first was revealed, people crapped on the graphics. People said this game looks like trash. And it looks like a 3DS game. Everything that people are doing today with Pokemon, when they showed the first trailer of an unfinished game, is the same thing that people did with Super Mario 3D World 6 years ago at this point. At E3. 6 years ago, people did the same thing. And then when Super Mario 3D World came out, yo, this game actually looks pretty good. Yo, this game plays pretty good. Yo, this game has some nice evolution and some stuff in the franchise. It's actually a really good game. Just because I'm smart enough to not make the same mistake that people made with Super Mario 3D World doesn't mean I need to be convinced of evidence no, I'm not going to make the same mistake. I see how some games, when they first revealed, people are upset or mad or angry about the graphics. I don't get like that. The game's not done. I'm going to wait till the game comes out. For me, it looks like they're going in the right direction for me. And then when the game comes out, I'll evaluate it from there. I'm not going to sit there and overanalyze and put magnifying glasses to an unfinished game, just like people did with Super Mario 3D World. And I said the same thing 6 years ago. People said, what did people say about me? You're damage controlling this crap Mario game. You're damage controlling this. You're damage controlling that. And then when Super Mario 3D World dropped and it was amazing, actually it actually looks pretty good and it plays pretty good. Oh, never mind. It's actually a pretty good game. My bad. Why am I going to sit here and do the same? Why am I going to sit here and make the same mistake? That's what people do all the time. Come on, man. I've been around the block. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go, man. You just got to learn to let it go. There's a lot of other games that are coming out. You know, if it's that bad and that's how you vote with your wallet. If you feel that it's not up to snuff or what you want, if that's what's going to make a game, like a Pokemon game, good to you is more grass or whatever the case is, then hey, man, then don't buy the game. You know, if you're willing to judge it and base it off that and go crazy and go as far as you're going, you're not a content creator, VC. Like you do music. You don't create content. At least put that energy into creating content. You know, put that energy into creating content. Make some videos on it. Do what you need to do there. You know what I'm saying? But I will look at your evidence, VC. But I will pull up your evidence, though. Oh my gosh, Chick-fil-A is good too. The franchise works wonders with their employees. Yeah, it will. Yo, shout outs to Robert with the Toby Blaster. Awesome stream today, OJ. I have to now work on my 6-pack with my 6-pack of beer. Shout outs, Robert. Robert, yo, before you go, Robert, before everybody in the chat, please give some love to Robert. Ridiculous donations today, man. Tops. He basically did a quadfecta. Ninja War Funds, Weekly Top Ninja, Stream Boss, and Top Stream Ninja all in one go, man. Crazy support today, man. Thank you so much, Robert. I do appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. You guys give some love to Robert. Elite Ninja, co-captain of the Viking Nation. All right, let's take a look at this evidence, my man. Let's take a look at it. Is this years of research, dude? Where'd you put this years of research, VC? Where'd you put this years of research? Is that just like your Pokemon be like, enjoy a brand new adventure? Is that what you said? Because there's a Pikachu? Is that what you did? I'm trying to see where you put. Okay. Following the images, I want you guys to decipher. Okay, so you put HD images of Pokemon Sun and Moon. Okay, so I'm looking at that. And it's clearly a 3DS game that you can see. So I'm looking at these images. Pokemon, and that's Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee. Okay. And then you linked Pokemon, the new Pokemon game, that clearly has way better shading, way better models, way better stuff. And then you linked the 3DS game. So it looks like you're just going through and you're just putting a bunch of images of the 3DS games that I can clearly tell which ones are 3DS. I can tell which pictures that you put that are an HD smoothed out, and I can tell which ones are Pokemon, the new Pokemon game. So it just looks like you're just putting together a bunch of pictures, but you can clearly tell that the Pokemon, what was it? I don't want to put my Discord up here because I can't do that, so I can't show you guys everything that he's doing, but I'm just describing it. I can clearly tell which one has way, but like, Pokemon, Sword and Shield, you can clearly tell which one's which. I mean, it's not like it's hard. Like, you can clearly tell that the shading and the models are drastically better than the 3DS games that you linked. The one that you linked with Pokemon, an HD version of Pokemon, it looks like Pokemon Sun and Moon HD. You can clearly tell that it's just a model up-res to HD. They don't have the type of shading. They don't have the type of model texture and everything that the new Pokemon have in the Pokemon have in this one. So, and like I said, you're comparing finished games to an unfinished game. And this one clearly the new one clearly looks better. So maybe not as up to what you want, but it clearly looks better. So, and it's not done. So I don't see what type of evidence you're trying to like. What does this get? I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to prove with this. You can clearly tell which pictures are 3DS because there's a bunch of jaggies and the texture work isn't as good, the shadow work isn't as good. You can clearly tell which pictures are Pokemon, the new one, Sword and Shield. It looks a lot better than the 3DS images. And then you can tell the picture that you tried to purposely throw in there. That's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee because of the more of the realistic look and non-anime, like cel-shaded look of the models. And then you can see the picture between Pokemon Sun and Moon HD. Like I can see, or like a 3DS game up-resed. So yeah, I mean, I can see all the differences between them. Let's see here. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon upscaled. Sun and Moon, Let's Go. Sort of Mega Ruby, right? Yeah, I can clearly tell which one's which. It's pretty clear. And like I said, you're comparing HD up-reses and stuff like that of completed games to a game that's incomplete. And Pokemon Sword and Shield is clearly, in terms of the models, clearly the best looking one out of all of them. And it's not done. So, I mean, like, if anything, you should be more on the whole bandwagon of, the animations are still very, the animations aren't, like, changed and stuff like that. But, I mean, then again, it's like thousands of moves, hundreds of Pokemon that you'd have to animate. I mean, that's a tall task. But, I mean, I would say that would probably be the thing. But we still need to wait and see, how many more animations they have in there. The game's not done. Also, shout-outs to Siva, and I cannot say that. Is it Nagarajan? Siva Nagarajan. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village of Player Essence. Please, everybody, welcome Siva to the village. Siva, make sure you check out the new emotes. Hopefully you enjoy those. You got access to some emotes. Yo, Elite Ninja, show this man Siva what these emotes are all about. Also, if you want access to the Discord, you can hit me up on Twitter, and I'll also have a post on the community page. You should have exclusive access to the community page where it'll show you our Discord. I will post a fresh link for you, so shout outs, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, snap, we're getting Toby Blaster. J2 Blue with the Toby Blaster. Let's go. J2 Blue showing the love today. Showing the love. Says, however you feel about Pokemon Sword and Shield, we can all agree that Sobble is the best starter. I think we can all agree. Yes, we can all agree that Sobble is the best starter. Yes, we can all agree about that. Also, shout outs to Kudo Tengetsu with that $2 donation through Super Chat. It says Persona 5 Beneath the Mask. So thank you, Siva Nagarajan. Also, shout outs to J2 Blue with the 15 Toby Blaster. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And shout outs to Kudo Tengetsu with the 2. Shout outs to the support, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, let's go ahead and play some Beneath the Mask. Beneath the Mask. So yeah, I see your evidence. I see your evidence, VC. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion if you feel that it needs to be better. I'm looking at it like, Pokemon Sword and Shield clearly looks better with the models and everything, and they'll brush up stuff as they go along, just like Super Mario 3D World, just like lots of games, just like lots of games, Nintendo games that when you first see them to when they show them off for the next time, Fire Emblem got brushed up a bit, and I think Fire Emblem will continue to get brushed up. It'll look better than even what they showed it. So yeah, man, it's all good. But if you want to sit there and say that it's the worst thing ever based off of what they showed us and not wait for the final game, that's good, man. But you're not gonna catch me doing that type of stuff, because that's the type of stuff that gets you in trouble later when the game actually launches. You're like, oh wow, this is actually a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. It's like, instead of just giving them the benefit of the doubt and just saying, yo, like, wait till the full game releases. But hey, I get it. You know, you're judging it based off of what you first see. That's cool. Some people judge things really quickly. Some people wait till the full product. You know, I'm kind of more of those where I'm like, oh, it actually looks okay. That's what I expected, and it's gonna look better when it launches. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? It's not like I've been around for a while or anything, right? All right, so let's play Beneath the Mask. Let's see here. VC with the $2 donation says, "Thank you, bro, for at least looking at my evidence. That's all I wanted, bro. I'm glad work ended early so I can make it to the stream. PS, you're gonna get whooped in Smash tonight." I'm gonna get whooped in Smash tonight? I don't know, VC. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. You have been playing, I haven't. So maybe you will whoop me. I haven't been playing at all. I have not been playing at all. And I use Sheik. Sheik's my main, so I probably am gonna get whooped. I probably am gonna get whooped. Never mind. Why do I have this? What y'all think about this whole Jordan Woods controversy? What y'all think about this, man? I mean, I watched what was going on with this girl Jordan Woods. I feel sorry for her. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But for those who do know what I'm talking about, what y'all feel about this? I feel sorry for the girl now. It's ridiculous. She's getting, this whole online witch hunt culture is horrible. I hate this online witch hunt culture. This happens so much, you know, with people. It's like they hear something, they don't even give them the benefit of the doubt. You know, this happens to you know, melanin flavored people quite a bit. You know, happens to us quite a bit. You get the online cancel culture is horrible, dude. But anyway, if you don't care about that, obviously you don't have to answer, but I'll answer any questions. She made a mistake and she's getting way too much. Yeah, but Hunter, do you know that she denied anything even happened outside of a kiss? Did you know that? She said that all she said is that he kissed her as she was leaving. He kissed her, and that she had her legs that were a little bit over hers, like during the night, but nothing else happened. That's it, and they were just drinking. That's what she said. She said she was being completely truthful with the family friend. So I just find that people are out here calling her all sorts of names. She's like 21, dude. It was horrible. Let's see. Hashtag Kurotengetsu91 says, "Can't stand the cancel culture." Hashtag I stand with Vic. Yeah, man. I mean, same thing with the guy Vic, dude. That's why you guys didn't see me jump on board with that. Did you guys see me talk about that on Twitter or anything like that? When people say, "Oh, OJ, this is what this guy did," you know, and I was just being silent about it. And even when people ask me like, "Hey, OJ, you gonna talk about it?" I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. Because he didn't, because I haven't seen any crime that he committed, or I haven't seen nothing. I'm not part of that. I'm not gonna take part in this cancel culture. I'm not. You know, I said I'm done. I'm not gonna take part of that. You know, I think the only thing that I did was make a joke about Momo, that girl, not the Momo challenge or whatever, that thing, but MomoCon, the cosplayer MomoCon. I think I made a joke about LTG and her. Like, I just made a little joke, but I didn't say, "Oh, she's canceled" or anything like that, you know? And people felt that she did some bad stuff, so. But yeah, man. Vic, yeah, I didn't say anything about him. Thoughts on Salem losing his sponsor? Once again, cancel culture. Salem said some stuff that obviously that the Melee crowd didn't like. A lot of people didn't like. Not even the Melee crowd. A lot of Smash players did not like what Salem said. But for him to lose his job? And people trying to act like, oh, he didn't lose his job for that. I think Salem came out and said that. You know, dude, Salem lost his job because of that. It's not like Salem's been performing bad. He just won doubles. He just got third at a big tournament. What was that tournament? The MVG stream. He just got third at that tournament. It's not like he's been freaking getting bodied all day. You know, like, obviously he lost his job because of that. You know, and like, listen, I wasn't part of the Melee community growing up. I'm not part of that community. I don't think anybody in the Smash community thinks of me as part of the Smash community. People in the hardcore Smash community, I don't go to the tournaments like that, so I'm not. So maybe I can't speak on it as much as people that are in it, you know? But for him to lose his sponsorship, but then again, you have to look at it as like, okay, well, it's all about image, right? Salem's saying these crazy things, and it reflects badly on the image of Team Liquid. So if he was fired for what he said about Melee and about like the shade in the comments, like the finally, when Melee wasn't announced for Evo, then whatever, that's their opinion, right? Because they do have Hungrybox and Melee, they do have who was it? They do have Chudat, they do have what was it? Chillin. Liquid Ken somehow is still sponsored by I think Ken is still sponsored by Liquid somehow. So I mean, like, they still have a lot of people that were grown and raised in Melee, and he's saying these things about Melee, so that's not good. That's not good. So yeah. So that's how I feel. The song was Persona 5 Beneath the Mask. Persona 5 Beneath the Mask. So yeah. To me, you are part of the Smash community. But VC, you're not part of the Smash community. So I appreciate you're not part of the hardcore Smash community. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not part of the hardcore Smash community. We're not part of that. Okay? We're not part of the hardcore Smash community. And I say that as like us being humble. We're not part of that community. We're into Smash, but we're not, we're not going to get recognized by Zero. I mean, I interviewed Nairo 2 times and he had no idea who I was both those times that I interviewed him. You know what I'm saying? But he recognized me like online, like when I sponsored to his channel. I was like, oh, I think I remember, but like I've interviewed D1 multiple times. He doesn't know me each time I interview him. They don't remember who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think I'm part of the Smash if they can't even remember who I am. And these are some of the most prominent members of the Smash community. So yeah. So let's see here. Bruh, yeah, we hardcore enough. Yeah, man, we ain't hardcore enough. Oh man. Let's see here. Man, pretty much we are try-hard casuals to them. Yeah, that's pretty much, because we don't go to tournaments. We could be, but the thing about it is that you've got to go to tournaments, and you've got to, here's the thing, to be part of like the hardcore Smash, for them to even acknowledge you, you've got to go to Smash tournaments, and not only do you have to go to Smash tournaments, but you have to do well at Smash tournaments. Now, if you don't do well at Smash tournaments, you have to be a caster. You have to be a popular caster. You have to be a caster, up-and-coming caster. Now, if you don't have that avenue, you have to create content. And if you create content, it's got to be really good content. It's got to be like, Melee it on me or Trash for whatever, like, all the people that create content, like, stuff like that. It's got to be like that, or you got to be, there's got to be that type of thing. If you're someone like me who don't create the best Smash content, don't go to tournaments and participate, I just like Smash a lot and like talk about it and like create news about Smash, that's not part of the Smash. To them, that's not part of the Smash community. In my opinion, at least, it's not part of the Smash community. But yeah, I think they just see us as try-hard casuals. Jumpmon says it should always be innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. It should never be that. No, but that's the thing. It's not innocent until proven guilty. I'm dealing with it personally in my life, and we see it all the time. It's guilty, and for some people it's guilty until proven more guilty, or it's guilty until guilty, or it's guilty even if you're proven innocent or you did nothing, you're still guilty in my eyes. And that's how a lot of people see things. That's how, and it's even worse, like I said, if you got a certain shade, you know what I'm saying? It's even worse for those type of people that have a certain shade. It's even worse. It's guilty until I say that you're not guilty, and you might still even be guilty, and we're gonna treat you like that even beforehand. So that's just how it is, So yeah, Obito says, did you watch the new trailer for Detective Pikachu? Yeah, I watched it. It seems cool. Your art book arrived. Nice. Cool, man. Yeah, it's a shame that the government is so focused on putting people in cells just to make money off prisoners. Yeah, pretty much. Bro, California is wild, man. Oh my God, it's wild here. Parts of the East Coast it's wild too, but man, California, it's interesting stuff, man. The way to make sure that you're not locked up is to make sure that you just stay inside your house, dude. Like I was talking about like the Baron and stuff off on the podcast or after the podcast. I was like, yeah, man, like I don't even drive. And I've been pulled over like a million times. Like I get pulled over driving to freaking Walmart down the street. Like I don't even use my car like that. I'd be getting pulled over all the time. Like, I even use my car. I barely drive, dude. Barely drive. Get pulled over for nothing. Barely drive. It's like, yo, like that's why I just stay. That's why I don't go nowhere. That's why I walk. People ask me. They always ask me like, oh, like they see me buying stuff at CVS. Like, oh, like why don't you just buy stuff like at Walmart? I'm like, dude, it's just so much easier just like to walk to CVS. Like, it's just I'd rather not drive to Walmart and unnecessarily drive to Walmart when I could just walk to CVS. It's much better for me just to walk. Yeah, that's true, VC. That's true. That's true. It's just better for me to walk to CVS and buy a drink instead of going to Walmart and getting a much better deal. It's like, nah, it's good. I'll just walk right here to CVS. It gives me, I can get there quickly. I can get in, get out, and go back home. I don't got to worry about nothing else. So, yeah, you're a Messi. I feel you, man. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Let's see here. Why shouldn't legit players have to hack to compete? What are you talking about? Walking to CVS is always going to be better than Walmart. Yeah. But CVS is like double or triple the price. Like, for example, like a box of candy. Well, not double. No, it's not double the price. Like a box of theater box candy, like a box of Mike and Ike's at CVS, not on sale, costs $1.79. A box of Mike and Ike's at Walmart costs 98 cents. So if you like candy a lot, obviously that's going to add up. Another example is like drink mixes. Like I use these drink mixes for these. Like I don't buy Powerades anymore. I just buy drink mixes. And a drink mix at like a Milo drink mix, like at CVS, is like $5. At Walmart, it's like $2.98 for like a drink mix. Where I can make like 15 of these or whatever with one drink mix. Instead of buying 15 of them and spending that money, I can make a bunch of them. So it's like sometimes like the only time that I go to Walmart that I drive there is I drive there after the gym because I'm already leaving to the gym anyway. So I'm like, okay, let me just knock out two birds with one stone. So I go to Walmart smelling like complete trash. So I put on my sweater, I try to cover up the smell. I mean, I don't smell horrible because I put on deodorant and everything, but I don't smell great and I'm all sweaty. But I rather knock out two birds with one stone than actually go back home, shower, do everything, then go back. Because like, okay, that's me driving again. So I rather just go to the gym, go right there to Walmart because it's on the way home. Take a little right veer off, go to Walmart, get that done. I'm all sweaty and I don't feel like being there when I'm all sweaty, but whatever. Get that done, then drive back home. Because I'm like, okay, at least I got everything done. I don't got to go out and drive again, So yeah. Yo, what's up, Flip999? How you doing today, my man? He said, what the F is CVS? I'm here in the UK. It's a pharmacy. So it's just a pharmacy. It's just a pharmacy. No, not a pharmacy. It's a convenience store. There's a pharmacy inside the convenience store. You can go there and buy some food items. You can buy like drinks, candy. They have like household stuff, cleaning supplies, and all that. But it's usually more expensive because it's convenient. It's for your convenience, right? But there's also a pharmacy inside of it too. So there's also that as well. So pharmacy where they get medications, stuff like that. So yeah, there's also that. You can get like vaccinations and flu shots and stuff like that. So yeah. Let's see. Hopefully private prisons are ended because the profit motive should be determined justice. Nah, that's never gonna happen. Not in America. Nah, too much money. Is that like $1 billion industry or something like that? Nah, man, it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not until there's like some type of radical change in our government. Like, and I'm not talking about changing of presidents. I'm talking about changing like just the way that how things operate, just the way how things operate here. Because I don't want to get into the whole politics talk, but like there's just too much money. There's just too much money coming in from prisoners for it to not be around. Like that money's got to come from somewhere, and the U.S. isn't going to be like, oh yeah, let's get rid of these private prisons. Oh, where we make the money. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just so much money that comes in through them. So yeah. So yeah, man. Man, I can't wait to get back into online competitive battling with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm gonna need a Pokebank on the Switch. Yeah, that sounds good, dude. Isn't racial profiling not legal? Not necessarily, bro. It's okay though, man. It's okay. It's not like nothing's perfect for anybody. It doesn't matter where you are or anything, unless you're like a billionaire and you've got everything and you can just do what you want. Like, nothing's perfect for anybody. So that's really what it comes down to, bro. Like, it's not as, for me at least, there's people that have it way worse. Let me just say that. There's people that have it way worse. I have it good compared to other people. How about that? Let's see here. So you guys have any other questions? We'll go for a bit longer. Let's see here. Player says, how weird would it be for one of the baby characters from Yoshi's Island DS became playable characters in Smash? One of the baby, like what, like Baby Mario or something? Is that what you mean? Like, what do you mean? I think Suzumi's talking about Pokemon. Suzumi's going off about a bunch of things. Suzumi's not tagging me, so I don't know. I'm not sure where she started from, where she's ended from, and what's going on. To be honest, man. Yo, what's up, Silva? Oh, what's up, Siva? How you doing, man? Shoutouts. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate the new membership, homie. I really do. I don't know. I don't think Aaron ever told me his last song that he wants. So I'm gonna play one. Play some Xenoblade. We'll finish out. We'll go for 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'll answer questions for another 15 minutes, guys. How about that? Obito Six Path says, "Is there any Digimon game coming soon to the Switch?" Winky face. I don't know about soon, but Digimon Survive is set for the Switch this year. Josh Hartman says, "What's your favorite Naruto character?" Naruto says your favorite is Danzo. My favorite Naruto character is the 4th Hokage, Yondaime. Let's see here. Player since yes, I did. You just ignored it. Oh, it was a Valtrex. My bad, dude. You did. You're right. You did. I maybe I did ignore it. All right, we'll play this theme later. Hold up. We'll play this theme later. My copy of Dust Elysian Tale just came in the mail. Oh, did it come in the Melface Sky? Okay, Melface. What part of the hemisphere are you in the United States? What part of the United States are you on? The west of the United States or on the east of the United States? Because I want to know if mine came in too. Because I ordered mine too, and I've been waiting forever for this game. Did it come in? Oh man, I'm excited now. I want to play that game. I've been waiting. I didn't buy it digital. He said I had like 6 boxes of Litten in my Pokemon. This man out here running a smuggling ring of Litten. Have you tried Deltarune on the Switch yet? No, not yet, man. Not yet. Yo, your message says, okay, hold up. Oh, never mind. I already answered that. Jedi 2423 says, "Prices, thanks for streaming and everything you do. I look forward to your content every day." Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's actually very nice of you to say. I love when people say that. Thank you. The Yellow Kazoo. What's up, Yellow Kazoo? Last night's podcast was entertaining. Last night's podcast was great. Last night's podcast was really good. Okay, Aaron also says my copy of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 art book just came in. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Live in Florida, so East Coast. Okay, so mine's probably not in the mail yet, but maybe it'll get there. Okay, so maybe mine will get here this weekend. Just got here. Thoughts on the Armored Evolution leak? No, I'm not talking about leaks with Pokemon. I don't cover Pokemon leaks like that. But I don't know if it's real, but if it is, cool. If it's not, we'll have to wait and see. You know? Shout outs to hashtag Team Sambo with the follow on Twitter. The big gruff. Oh my gosh, dude. That's so funny. Podcast was lit. I watched the replay. Yeah, podcast was fun. Shadow King says, "Players, I hope with Sword and Shield, the animations for attacks on certain Pokemon add special flourishes such as Blastoise using cannons and his water attacks. That always bothered me." Yeah, well, hopefully they brush things up. Dual barrel roll. Okay. Let's see. The reason last night's podcast was so good because we finally got some facts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's see. Pokemon leaks are all over the place. Don't get into it. Never get into it. Yeah, I'm not really big into Pokemon leaks. Like we're gonna get so many crazy, like real, not real, crazy Pokemon leaks. I'm only gonna cover ones that if I actually get a tip on a Pokemon leak, I'll cover it, like in that way. Or if I can confirm with somebody about a leak, I'll cover it that way. But I'm not gonna sit here and go searching for leaks and reaching and grasping for Pokemon views all day. You know, I'm just gonna cover the actual news with Pokemon. Team Sobble Squad, Team Score Bunny. Oh, you know that guy Kazoo? Okay, cool. Yeah, he just sponsored. So yeah, Siva just sponsored. So shout outs to Siva. He says, yo, I'm actually Team Sobble on Twitter who just followed you. LOL, my name is the same on here except for this week. Yo, shout outs, dude. All right, shout outs to Team Sobble. Thanks for the follow, man. Hey, I'll start. How about this, guys? People who follow me on Twitter, if you follow me, you'll get live shout outs on Twitter too. So how about that? So we can do that. We'll incorporate that. So I'm gonna link my Twitter account, and whoever follows me, I'm gonna refresh the stream after a little bit before I end, and you'll get a live shout out too for that. Also shout outs to Smart A Energy with the Twitch or with the Twitter follow. Also shout outs to Captain Yesterday with the Twitter follow, and also shout outs to Julian Leonardo Reyes with the Twitter follow as well. Thank you, appreciate that, guys. Team Grookey says Party Man. Okay, Party Man, you're definitely a Grookey guy. You've seemed like a Grookey guy to me. You know. Shadow King says, as far as that, I'm going to Sobble unless Score Bunny's final evolution looks more awesome than Sobble's. Okay, sounds good. OJ becoming a PokeTuber? Hell no, I'm not trying to get into that. Verlicify stuff and all that versus Shofu. I'm not trying to get into all that stuff, dude. Pokemon YouTubers are crazy. They're crazy. Let's see. I think the armored Pokemon leak was part of the leak for Sword and Shield and being in the UK, so it has some weight. Okay, yeah. If I start seeing that there's more weight to it, then I'm going to do that. Okay. Shout outs to Obito6 Pass, also with the Twitter follow. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Party Man says how so? I don't know, man. You just seem like a Grookey guy to me, man. You seem, because Grookey seems very level-headed. Score Bunny is obviously like, yo, I'm all over the place. Woo! Sobble's very like reserved, like, oh no, I don't know what's going on here, guys. Like, oh, I'm gonna hide. And then Grookey seems very like, you know what? Like, yo, I'm level-headed. I'm cool, but when I need to bust your butt, I'm gonna do it. That kind of seems like me to you, Party Man. You kind of seem like, you know, not too much out there, you know what I'm saying? A little bit reserved when you need to be reserved, but it's ready to throw down and smash. You're gonna do it, and that's how Grookey seems to me. That's the type of attitude Grookey has, to me at least. So that's why, like, when I was saying, I was like, oh man, I'm more like a Score Bunny. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out here bouncing around, you know. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm thinking I'm like a Score Bunny a little bit. So, a Grookey gang. Which fan base is the worst, Smash or Pokemon? I don't know, man. They both have their bad and good traits, bro. I'm not sure which one's worse. He said, "LOL, makes sense." Is Grookey the monkey? I don't know. Is Grookey a monkey? I don't think. Is he? Oh, Grookey is a monkey, isn't he? He's like a little chimp monkey. What do they describe him as? Is he yeah, he's like a little koala-looking monkey. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Yeah, he's like a little koala. Grookey was bashing his stick on the ground. He's crazy. Nah, he was just making some noise, letting people know that he's here too. You know, he didn't want people to forget about him. He's making a little bit of noise. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he's a chimp. Okay, yeah, he's a chimp. Grookey gang in the house, representing for all the Grooks. I'll give you a shout. Yo, what's up, the Yellow Kazoo? I'll give you a shout out. About to bop people on the head with that stick. Yeah, man. Let's see here. Yeah, of course Grookey's a monkey. That's the key part. Yeah, there you go. As a member of the Smash and Pokemon communities, I can say without a doubt, both are completely nuts. Yeah, that's why I said they both have I didn't want to just flat out say that, but I will say, yeah, as someone who's been as someone from the outside, I'm not really a hardcore Pokemon dude. I'm not known in those circles. I'm not a hardcore Smash dude. I'm not known in those circles. I just love Smash. And I can sit here and say, looking at it from not a biased perspective in terms of, you know, what I'm into more, you know, like tournaments and all that, I could sit here and honestly say, yo, the Pokemon community is nuts. But the Pokemon community is bigger than the Smash community. That's the thing. The Pokemon community is bigger because there's just way more people who play Pokemon. The Smash community, they can be bigger at times because you just see more tournaments and stuff like that on like the internet and all that. So, and you have like people sponsored, for competitions. Whereas in Pokemon, you don't really have that. Pokemon tournament didn't take off like that. Pokemon, the trading card game and all that, that stuff's like, that stuff's not like sponsored and like where people have like jerseys and all that type of stuff. Whereas Smash is an esport. But yeah, man, they can be crazy, dude. I think any hardcore fan, like, look at like League of Legends, dude. Like, I think some people would say League of Legends or Overwatch is way worse than like the Smash community and the Pokemon community combined. Like, I mean, Ms. Click said that she had to stop playing Overwatch because of the Overwatch community. Like, I haven't heard her saying, oh, she has to stop playing Smash or stop playing Pokemon because of those communities. And I mean, it's already hard enough being, female, doing YouTube and all that, especially the way that she looks. It's even harder because people are weirdos, So, like, and I haven't heard her talk about, oh, the Smash community has been like that, but that's mainly because I think maybe Nintendo also restricts the type of access that you have to people when you play games against them. You can't get as much information. You can't say as much. Whereas Overwatch, I mean, the first thing that happens is like, hey, oh, Black, what you doing? You got people out here, talk like saying dumb, stupid things, I mean, we've already seen it, So, I mean, I think that's really what it comes down to, where you can't do that in Smash like that. So, So yeah, okay. Let's see. DJ King says the competitive Pokemon players aren't humble people. They attack people for using Pokemon that aren't used or common choices when they lose. Yeah, I can see that because there's just so many Pokemon. There's so many cheap Pokemon out there, So yeah, I can see that. It's easy to point fingers at some people. You know what the biggest thing about it though? It's easy to point fingers at everybody when so many people do it, but you also have to realize that there's so many people in the Smash community. There's so many good people in the Smash and Pokemon communities. It far outnumbers the bad people. That's the thing. The bad people speak the loudest because they're out there wilding out. They're clout chasing. Clout chasers are always going to speak the loudest because they're out there doing that type of stuff. They're out there wilding out, calling people names, all that. But at the end of the day, is that beneficial? What happens to clout chasers like that? What happens to these people that are just overly negative, especially these gyms? And I'm going to use a anti-term from Smash Brothers or the Smash community, especially these gyms that are out here wilding out, these, and what he means by for those who don't follow the Smash community, like people that are just like, that don't actually win in tournaments, that aren't really like good in whatever community that they're in, but they want to talk like they are. They want to sit there and talk smack. They want to sit there and wild out and bash people and bring up stuff. Like, so these gyms that are wilding out and that are clout chasing, that's what they're looking for. They're looking to be a little miniature trash version of Leffen, but they're not as good as Leffen. So they'll just sit there and talk like a Leffen, but they're nowhere near as good. That's a gym, So a lot of these type of people make everybody look bad, 15 people at 1,000-person tournament smell like trash, okay? The Smash community, they don't ever wear deodorant. Because you got 20 people out of like 1,000, 20 people don't wear deodorant or smell like garbage. Everybody there stinks. Same thing when I go to Walmart. Look at those people that smell like trash at Walmart. Does everybody at Walmart not bathe? No. There's hundreds of people, potentially even thousands of people in a Walmart at a time. Not thousands, that's usually during the holidays, but there's hundreds of people in a Walmart. Yeah, I walk by some of them and they smell like absolute garbage. I go to the gym. I come from the gym to, there's probably people that walk by me and say, yo, this dude smells like trash. So does that mean everybody smells like trash at Walmart? No. So, I mean, yeah, it's just what happens. This is what happens. Aaron says, now that I've seen trailers for the new games, Pokemon, have to apologize. You were right. It seems as they didn't change the catching mechanics. Yeah, it seems like they did. I mean, they might have. I mean, we need to wait and see. We need to wait and see for the full details, though. We need to wait and see for the full details. Let's not forget the competitive Buck Bumble community. They're the worst. Oh, yikes. That would be me, right? That'd be... You're basically saying I'm the worst when you say something like that. Because I'm the only person who played it like that. I promise you, bro. Smash tournaments smell a lot better than Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. I mean, it's just subjective, right? It's just there ain't nobody at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just joking. Millface guy says the rumors of Persona 5 coming to the Switch are true. Do you think, or if the rumors are true, do you think the other Persona games will come over? Definitely, like the Persona 3 FES on it. I think it's possible. There was also a rumor that Persona 3 is coming over too, so we'll have to wait and see. Let's see here. Joseph says Target customers would say otherwise, OJ. Yeah, man. Well, that's different though. People at Target want to pay more money just because. So I know people that go to Target is in certain, like, let me just tell you something about Target, okay? Target is more expensive than Walmart. So just naturally, what's going to happen when people go to Target over Walmart? I personally think, like, Target, that's just my personal thought on that. So you're more likely to run into people potentially that maybe smell bad because Walmart is cheaper. And there's also McDonald's in a lot of Walmart. So that just attracts all types of people. McDonald's got what people think is pretty good food for really cheap. Whereas when you go to like Target, you got Starbucks in there. You got like a little miniature Pizza Hut with overpriced personal pizzas. Ain't nobody going in there to buy a $5 small pizza. Ain't nobody going in there like that's going to potentially smell or be homeless that's going in there for freaking Starbucks. Nah, they ain't spending their money on that. So that's the reason why Walmart's going to attract maybe more people like that. Calm down, David. That's funny though. But yeah, I think you're 100% right about that though. Let's see. I hate being stuck behind people in line with no deodorant on. Man, well, bro, that's me. I mean, I have deodorant on, but I just came back from the gym, so I'm a bit sweaty sometimes when I go, but I don't care. I'm in and out of Walmart. I know the Walmart that I go to, I know where everything is. I know exactly what I'm getting. I'm not inside Walmart shopping for stuff for more than 10 minutes, bro. I got a pattern. It's like a hand sign. I'm out there doing hand signs out there. I know I'm like boom, 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 boom. I know exactly where to go to get my stuff. I'm in there. Take me about 10 minutes to grab everything that I need, and I'm out. I'm in and out in 15 minutes tops, maybe even less sometimes. Let's see. B. More Kuma says Target has some very attractive women employees. LOL. Man, not at every Target. I don't know about that. Aiden Quinn says, what's your favorite recent Twitter meme? Mine is people giving the female trainer an Irish accent. I'm not really into memes like that. VC says, persons, you got it backwards. People who want to go to Walmart smell worse than people that go to Target. Target changes. Dude, that I don't have it backwards, dude. I literally just said the same thing. You're more likely to find people that are going to smell in Walmart than in Target because Target charges more. I literally just said that. What are you talking about it? Let's see. KJ2399 says, players, since the whole Smash players don't take baths kind of triggers me because of the way I was raised. LOL. Yeah, it's not the case. You know, I think they do. It's just, let's see. The women at some Target. This man VC out here shopping at Target like this. I ain't gonna buy nothing, but I'm coming in like this. VC coming into Targets like this. I'm this late. Damn. Yeah, man. You late, bruh. You late. VC already did all his shopping at Walmart, then goes into Target. VC got everything he needed. Got everything he needed at Walmart, then go to Target like, what's going on here? It says, you think Smash players smell bad? You clearly never been to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. Yeah, I never been to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. So yeah, man. I used to have a friend that used to go into this dude used to go in, there used to be a, what was it? Dang, what's that store? What's those stores that these like rich kids used to shop at? Like Nordstrom, or what was it, like Abercrombie and Fitch? What's it, Abercrombie and Fitch, or Amber whatever and Fitch? Man, there used to be like, because they have like models that are out there. I remember my friend used to go in there every single weekend for that girl working there. There was a cashier and another girl. And they go and they used to have the dudes that would stand out there with their shirts off, or just the dudes just standing out there. They don't do that no more, I don't think. But yeah, one of my friends used to go in there every single time. Never could get the courage to talk to this girl. Well, talk to her normally. He would just go in there and buy something. Like buy the cheapest shirt they got, the cheapest different shirt that they got, just because that girl worked there. And I'm like, bro, you should just like talk to her, ask her out. If you go in there, he's like, man, I'm trying, but I can't. And then I remember he finally did. The funny thing is that he finally asked her out on a date, and she said no. And he said, see, I told you. He blamed me because I was like, dude, stop being a punk. I'm like, you go in there, you talk to her, you take her out on a date. I guarantee you she'll say yes. She was smiling at you last time. And I lied to him too. I told him, I'm like, yeah, man, she told me like when you were in the bathroom, she told me that, oh yeah, your friend's kind of cute. I told him that just so we had the courage to go in there and talk to her. But nah, she never told me that. She never told me that. She never even looked at me. She never told me that. So I mean, like, I just told him that so he had the courage because he'd been doing that for like a couple months. I was just trying to help him out. And he got mad at me. He's like, man, she said no. I'm like, well, you know, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. See, back then I dressed like hardcore rapper. So I was wearing like oversized clothes. So people, when I go in there, they already know I'm not buying nothing, you know? So I was like wearing like Iverson and Reebok and, you know, fitted caps. So obviously they knew that I wasn't buying nothing. So they had nothing to say to me, you know? Let's see, OJ, hype the dude up for a letdown. That's a real friend. Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see here. Boss Rhymes questions. Have you seen the Sword Online meme of Pokemon Sword and Shield? Nah, I haven't seen it yet, bro. Let's see. If you see says, I used to be one of those guys. My GF was one of those girls, and the store was bleeping stunk. Well, it smelled like the cologne and the perfume that they use. So yeah. Melface guy says, the Walmart near me sucks. It never gets anything in, and I have to go to the next Walmart miles down. Very busy highway just to get the game I want. Oh, okay, yeah. Walmart's trash for getting games though. It's kind of garbage. B-More says, now Nordstrom is the whole new level of pockets getting hit hard. That includes the rack. Shaking my head. Yeah, man. Let's see, bro. I can't imagine you with baggy jeans. Yeah, I used to wear oversized shirts, baggy jeans, fitted caps, do-rags, chain. I'm old school. I look back at those pictures and I was like, ugh. Yikes. Yikeroos. I go to GameStop for games. Okay, yeah, they usually have the game that you need, yeah. Walmart is one of the worst places because it's closed off and there's nobody ever working in the electronics department. If they are, they're always busy. They're always working with something. Like seriously, like Walmart is the worst place to get games. It's the worst. The worst place to get games, man. It's not good. Not good at all. You're a good friend though, OJ. Real talk, yeah. I felt, man, I was just trying to help out. But it didn't work out in that favor. But that's okay. It's better for him to go experience that than to be sitting there and wondering. Like for example, you know, I think it was last year. I used to go to the gym, right? And there used to be this girl working there at the gym last year. And I didn't want to go up and talk to her, but I was like, man, I need to just say something. So then I went up to her and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I was just conversating and she was nice and everything. And then she was like, and then I just inquired. I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm thinking about getting like the new plan where I can, you know, bring like my brother. So I just made up something. I was like, bring my brother or bring somebody else, which I could do. And then I was like, oh, do you use it? Like, do you bring like a, like a friend, family member, boyfriend, something like that? She's like, oh, no, I don't bring my boyfriend or anything. And she just flat out, I'm like, okay, so good. Now I don't need to talk to this girl no more. Or now I know that she's got one. So, I mean, but I had to bring myself the courage just to even get to that point to ask her about that. But I had to make sure I had to disguise it as if I'm not actually talking to her like that. So, I mean, but it took me like months. It took me a couple months to even get the courage to do that. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta inquire, you gotta kind of go for it. Sometimes you gotta sit back. Sometimes it's not meant to be, you know. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. So then Foot Locker, tall tees with the white trim. I used to go to Foot Locker and buy clothes. Yeah. It's like, why not go to Best Buy? Well, some people don't have Best Buy like close to them, you know. Bro, all girls have boyfriends. Are they every single? They're usually with multiple. I have multiple boyfriends. Not all, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I said it in a way. I said it in a way to where it didn't seem like I was like, inquiring. I said it in that type of way. So yeah. This man put parentheses. Sorry if I'm offensive. That might be taken a little bit of offensive by some people, VC. That might be taking a little bit of an offensive thing that you just said. All right, guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 39. We've been going for a bit. We're going to go ahead and stop it right here. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm probably going to come back and Smash Brothers. And then we'll go from Smash Brothers to Zelda. Not necessarily a ladies' man, but I felt great that when I was in high school, I just went up to a girl and asked her to the prom first try, and she said yes. Yo, shout outs. There you go. Shout outs. Anybody can be a ladies' man, though. It's not. I don't think it's super hard. It's just you gotta actually have the confidence is the first part. That's the first thing is the confidence. And a lot of people lack the confidence. If you get the confidence, then it doesn't matter kind of how you look. You can be a ladies' man. I think that's what I think at least. Will you post this stream? Yeah, I'll post this stream. It'll be up in a little bit. So yeah, guys, we're gonna play some Smash Brothers later tonight. Give me a couple hours and we'll play. And then by 8 p.m. we're gonna play. So we'll probably play Smash. I think I'll probably start at 6 p.m. So in about 2 to 3 hours, I'll start with Smash, and then we'll play that for about 2 hours, and then we'll play Zelda from 8 to 10 p.m. It's a nice little 4-hour block of gaming. So, yo, shout outs to the support today, guys. Yo, today was nuts. I'm going to be real with you guys. Thank you so much. I'm about to start getting a little teary-eyed right here. Yo, thank you, guys. I appreciate for today. I really do, man. Thank you. The support was nuts today. Hella viewers, a lot of Twitch follows. Thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Especially, like I said, this week, there's so many bad memories of this week. Like when I worked really hard for that job that I was going to, that job that I had, and I got fired. This was like the Zelda week, So there's a lot of good and bad memories. There's a lot of stuff coming up, man, but I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Appreciate everything you guys do, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I don't know what else to say. Today was nuts. Probably the best day that we've had in a long time. So appreciate that. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the sponsors. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all the regular viewers, the people that tune in, watch the videos. If you guys need some more content to watch before the stream tonight, feel free to check out my podcast. That was from last night. That was lit. If you want to see some nice, heated, passion discussion about stuff, make sure you check it out. Also, make sure you check out my new video on Persona. If you actually want the rumors about Persona 5 without all the nonsense that was going on today, all the random nonsense, check out my video about Persona 5 right here and Persona 3 HD Remake. So yeah, make sure you guys check out that video. So there's that. Nah, it's his opinion. So we already have 22 comments on that Players Cross or that PE podcast number 41. That's like a record for the amount of comments. That's like a record for the amount of comments on the PE podcast. So you guys were definitely enjoying it. So if you haven't seen it, if you want to hear me talk more, check out the PE podcast. I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna link the second one here. That was a lit podcast. So check that one out. Yes, my head's up, man. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really, thank you. Also, if you missed the whole C and N fail with the Pokemon Sword and Shield, I also talked about that as well. So make sure you guys check out that. I'm gonna link that right here. So check out that one as well. So a lot of content to watch, man. If you guys want to watch some stuff, hopefully you guys enjoyed the new Switch news, the new thumbnail style. I think the thumbnail style in Switch news looks clean. So hopefully you guys enjoying the better. I'm always working on new ideas for better thumbnails, better videos, better quality. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the better quality of the videos, better audio, all that good stuff. Because a lot of you guys' donations really make this stuff happen. So I'm really appreciative and thankful for that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.